Welcome to the Rough Dice. Delays all around. We are finally... We're back. It's Mystery of Mezastra, episode 8, I think. Today, we have some new stuff going on today. Unfortunately, Lucifer got a job and decided to abandon all of us.
Unfortunately. Son of a bitch.
So, in his place, as a replacement until he can come back, or not replacement, because all of us can play if we want, we have a new member by the name of, I believe he's okay with being called Matt. Matt, introduce yourself.
I'm Matt. I'm the replacement guy. I'm here until that other guy gets fired. And then I'll be back.
And then we'll have 6 people in our group instead of 5 in a D.
Yes, Matt is
We've been wanting a 6 for a while. It's just that we haven't been able to actually have a 6th player. So
yes, Matt's history is he and I worked together at the same place. He was the guy that got me into Dungeons and Dragons, and now he and I are part of 2 games. Now, hopefully 3 on a regular basis. One of which he DMs for. It's a really awesome campaign with like primitive monsters that discover history. It's really cool.
Hey, history.
Yes, Huntz is a history guy. Anyway, today we're going to start off. Since the last game, we had a bunch of solo sessions, and we're going to open up talking about our solo sessions. So let's start with Dwarvian Full Run. Tell us about yours.
As you know, dwarves love the bar, so I had to start there, of course. Met a fine gentleman. I didn't ask his name because I didn't care. Actually, I went to the temple first, and I was asking Minnie a question about Jokrielf, and I didn't get a whole lot of information, but I learned about a hammer that I am deeply interested in getting, because it has some features that I really would like. I'm not going to tell the full story, because, but it's important to my god, important to Jokrielf, so it could be something that we may need in the future. I think it's a larger quest, so like that. I also learned a little bit that I didn't write down, did I? No, I did not. What else was there? I learned a little bit about Jokrielf, nothing really game-breaking. Most of what we learned, like the golden... His thing is all about the gold, so like the golden shimmers that we've seen and everything like that's about Jokrielf. Anyone who's like touched by him is glowing. So if you see someone glowing, we should probably be careful. Learned a little bit about I can't remember those damn bird people though. Apparently they're like the liaisons for Jokrielf. They travel over the island here doing things for him. He's like they're like his handmaidens more or less. Went to the bar, like I said, talked to a guy, learned about some issues with scale things.
sharp scales.
Yeah, sharp scales. I don't know where the fuck I wrote this stuff down. I didn't write it here. Yeah, I did. Okay. Yeah, so sharp scales. I went over and I met a weapon dealer, and they were tied in with the John Rich Forge, which is one of the forges I stopped at when we first got there. So I made friends with them. Went over to the bazaar. I didn't write those names down either. I'm the best at this. I swear to God. Oh no, Falcor. Or was that the name of the kid? Right? Falcor?
Yeah, it's good enough.
All right. The kid's name was Falcor. Like, he was having some trouble with the sharp scale, so I was like, oh, what's going on? Went over there, met with a jeweler. Apparently one of the sharp scales came out and started threatening him. I beheaded him posthumously in the middle of the square. People were like, what? And I made a bunch of the city guards like take away the body and made them feel real bad about themselves. Yeah, and then I did the elven jeweler wanted to give me a reward. I ended up allowing the kid to choose a necklace for his main lady, and then so that's pretty much it. That's where mine ended.
Yeah. Next up, we will do a Drakecon story. I'm gonna get myself some water quickly while you tell it.
Oh, great. I don't remember all the characters' names, so this is gonna be interesting. Well, Drak is a Dragonborn, so he wanted to see and meet any Dragonborns in the area. So he went to first the bazaar to sell his gear to just the first weapons smith. After selling his gear, he asked the weaponsmith if there was any dragon, the dragonborns in the bazaar. And after they told him of a dragonborn weaponsmith, he went to the dragonborn weaponsmith and asked for, specifically, he was asking for a blade to match his Nintai blade, which is extremely, and actually worth like 10,000 gold, which is, Drak's not going to sell it, but that's a lot of gold. But so he went to a dragonborn weapons salesman in the bazaar, and though he didn't have a weapon to complement the sword, he did tell him about a jeweler. Now, of course, the jeweler whose name he did, the player did not remember said character's name. The jeweler gave him, told him he would have a ring for him if he came back at closing later in the day. So he came back later in the day, got the ring. It is a magical, ancient, the Ring of Ancient Dragons. I have no idea what it does. I also spoke to a fortune teller who told me of great trouble that is coming, and that I specifically will have to fight. Everybody else in my party will help me, but I am specifically fighting the great trouble, and I will be way above my compatriots. What that could mean, I have no idea.
Facts.
Just trying to pull in.
So from there, I went to the forges to see if maybe they had a weapon I could use. Because the ring's nice, but I have no idea what the heck it does. On the way there, I saw a black dragonborn with sharp scales picking on a gnome. So I decided to intervene, more because he was a completely black dragonborn instead of him actually picking on the gnome. That's beside the point. Short version of that story is we got into a fight. He shot me with acid blast. I shot him with my lightning breath. I did a lot of damage to him, and he flew off. I went back to the bazaar after talking to some dragonborns in the forge. I went to the bazaar to talk to a jeweler. The jeweler needed help because the sharp scales, which that dragonborn was a part of, were bugging him. So midnight that night, I went and talked to the jeweler's house to help protect. I fought the dragonborn and a dwarf and a human, and beat all three of them fairly easily.
It wasn't a jeweler's house, by the way. It was a potion maker's house.
You were correct, sir. Potion maker. Maybe I should stop drinking the beer.
Nice. One beer.
I am a lightweight, sir.
Lightweight. Cheap drunk.
Yep.
Very cheap. Cheap.
So, yeah. After that, I also trained the guardsmen because they were worthless.
Yep.
They were no help whatsoever. So the guardsmen, impressed with my prowess, basically let me train them. So I spent the rest of the time training the guardsmen.
And that was Drak's story. Fonkin, tell us about your entertaining story.
Sorry about that.
Okay, so I woke up in a wonderful morning and I said, you know what? What's a wizard to do? Let's go to the Magi Tower. And so after a nice little walk over to the Magi Tower, I asked them for a little bit of information about my or I would say ex-lover, but my previous lover, Shava, and to find out if they knew anything about her.
Coffee?
Well, it turns out that they were able to find her, and they said that she is actually here on Mezastra seeking out the Jakriov. And so I find that quite interesting. And yes, so after that, I asked him, hey, while I'm here, do you have anything that I could learn or any spells that I could do or so any spells I could learn from you guys? And they said, well, we don't just readily give it out. So they sent me on kind of a mini quest. Apparently there is, and it's already been mentioned, there's a local gang called the Sharp Scales that are causing a lot of problems. And so they sent me to a bar. Forgot the name of it, but I could look it up. They sent me to one of the local bars or taverns to basically take care of, or just watch over the place and humiliate the Sharp Scales when they came in. Well, given that I like playing practical jokes, humiliation just, that just appealed to me. So I went in and I hung out, and, I was able to, I sat down, kind of sipped on a beer and ate a little bit of food and watched the crowd. And eventually some Sharp Scales showed up, and I did a couple things. I think there was two humans and a dwarf, and I ended up lighting the dwarf's beard on fire and singeing it off.
You bastard.
I also, yeah, I know, right?
Fucking monster.
Humiliation at its best. So after we lit the beard on fire, I think I managed to put one of them to sleep, suggestion. I put one of them to sleep, and I suggested to the other that he ride him like a pony or like a small animal. And so he's running around riding it. The dwarf comes over and tries to attack. No, sorry. The dwarf ends up riding the guy, and the other human comes over, and I end up knocking him back with a firebolt, and the guards end up coming in, taking him out. I do small parlor tricks for the rest of my time there, and then go back to the tower. After the tower, it's pretty much end of day. I come back with some new cantrips and a couple new spells to learn. And I went ahead and I added a couple new spells into my wizard book. I have 2 more spells that I have scrolls for or whatever, so I can use them if I want to, but I would like to save them. Just everybody's information. The next day I go to the bazaar and I buy a couple materials for upgrading my crossbow, my handcrafted crossbow named Tinkerbow. No. And I bought some new bowstring and some new wood. And while I was there, one of the Sharp Scales actually showed up and started messing around with the vendor lady. And basically, I put him in his place. And let's see. I tried doing a suggestion on him. It didn't work. Instead, I cast sleep on him. I got one of the local merchants to bring over a pig, and I had them position the pig in a very awkward place. Let's just say he likes the bacon. Okay. And yeah, so now anytime we see this guy, everybody knows this now. He is the pig fucker, or well, he's the pig sucker, rather. And yeah, and that was pretty much the end of that day. I spent a lot of time grabbing this material and upgrading my crossbow. And so now my crossbow is, rather than standard, it's doubled the range, it's increased its damage. So.
And that's Fonkin's story.
Oh, and he was arrested too.
Yeah.
So.
Wait, Fonkin's arrested? Oh.
No, the half orc.
And next story is Zell's. You had a lot of stuff happen, so try to keep it it summarized as much as you can.
I'm gonna try to remember everything that happened. All right, so Zell wakes up, and decides, oh god, my computer just shut down. Come back. I'm still here in the Discord call, right?
Yes.
Talk.
Yes,
Okay,
we hear you.
What the hell's going on with my system today? I have no idea. So Zell promised that one merchant he'll go into the market, so he does. I remember correctly, the merchant didn't have... Zell's looking for some armor for coffee. Merchant didn't have anything. So he decides to go to the bar. Buys everyone rounds of drinks. Meets up with the blacksmith, leathersmith, leatherworker. Leatherworker gets him nice and plastered, becomes friends. Asks him if he can make armor. No. But he does give a hint to Zell about the Smith Alley, Blacksmith Alley, or whatever it's called. And so he makes his way over there. Meets an elf, a very friendly elf, that tells him he can actually make some armor.
How friendly?
Very friendly. a special type of armor. Special type of armor made out of metal that's only found in Mezastra. However, it's very pricey. Zell doesn't have enough money. He has a lot of money, but not enough money. So, Zell actually finds out through this elf that, hey, he can get the armor for very cheap if he deals with the sharp shells. Yes, Zell has never said their name correctly, and I'm keeping at that. He doesn't care about their name, but it will get him some armor. So he says, sure. But then he goes back to the market for information, but also because he needs to meet the guy again, the merchant. When he gets to the merchant, though, the sharp shells attack. In the sense of they try and rob the stall. Zell costs them, not actually knowing exactly who they are, knowing though that they are the sharp shells, but not knowing exactly, he tells them to stop. They say no, they run away. Zell chases them, and with his immense speed, kills a guy by kneeing him in the back of the head. Zell then scares the tiefling so hard he wets himself and goes to prison. Zell then, knowing what's going on, Zell throws a massive party by sneaking into a lord's house, getting documents, and forging a party, inviting all the lords and the actual mysterious benefactor of the shark cells, befriends the guy, convinces him that Zell is from the main capital, the first city, that he's a wonderful guard, knight, whatever, and that he's here to make a sale of horses, or try and buy horses for the first city. The guy takes him to see horses. Zell knocks him unconscious, raids the house, finds some jewels, also gets a lucky sword from the merchant from before, sets up the lord as a guy who's attempting to overthrow the crown by bringing in soldiers to overthrow the king, gets a lot of money, and now we're there.
And that is Zell's story. So before we officially begin,
I see Penny in the background.
So before we officially begin, Matt, would you like to tell us a little bit about your character before we start?
You see Penny in the background?
I saw Penny's shadow.
Oh.
Yeah, sorry if I was flashing you guys too. I'm trying to find the edges of.
Or I saw a cat shadow.
She's that way.
I saw a cat
Anyways.
shadow.
Oh.
Well, I've got about half of them done now, so I'm getting there.
Yeah.
Okay, so my character is a native of Mezastra, and he's a fighter, and he uses a crossbow also. But I guess that's what we'll just start with. I mean, just so you know what we're getting into, but
Yeah.
we'll jump in when he jumps in.
Yeah, there'll be a big introduction. So, what we're going to start with is get my quick notes out. You're all in the bazaar right now, and as you're hanging out, you're all hanging out together. It's probably been the first time that you've all hung out ever since everything began. Ever since you arrived in the city of Vaughn, and you notice another group of sharp scales actually picking on another merchant, and you're clearly not a fan of this, and they're not a fan of you at all, and they start to rush at you. So I want everybody to roll initiative right away.
Hopefully that's not indicative of my dice rolls for today.
I cannot pull my dice.
All right, Sam, what did you roll?
And no coffee, no face tonight.
Oh, I'm Sam. Okay, I thought one of these guys was Sam.
Oh.
Oh yeah, my mistake.
He's calling us by our game names.
All right.
What'd you roll?
Well then, I rolled a 16.
16. Fonkin, what did you roll?
A 12.
All right, full run.
15.
15, and Drak.
10.
10, and Zell.
I rolled a 9.
A 9, all right. And the sharp scales have rolled a... All right.
What's the value of an all right?
An all right is when you will find out when we begin combat. So let's get the battle music up. All
You
right.
need to turn it up. I can't hear it.
You have a knob on your computer or on your headset or a button that will turn the volume up.
I know. I just don't want it to like overshadow anyone's voices like in the YouTube audio later. But fuck it, we'll work with what we got. So beginning everything, it's gonna start off with Sam's turn. So as the combat initiative begins, you're all like there's the sharp scales that are all around a merchant's table. You guys are all like a bit on the outskirts. Like there aren't any stalls behind you. And then we see our good old human fighter Sam coming off from the west, coming in with his turn. So now you go. You can go.
All right. I imagine. See, I don't know who the sharp skills are. I'm sure Sam does. They're just like bandits that annoy everyone. Is that kind of the gist I'm picking up?
Yeah,
here?
they're
Yeah,
like,
like-
No way.
Yeah, like you've been
demanding
in
local protection money and stuff like that.
yeah you've been in Vaughn long enough to know that they have been causing a decent amount of trouble.
All right.
And
Sorry.
right now.
Weak little bastard.
Right now, you got
The ones laughing.
the sharp scales that are in front of you. There are 2 humans wielding swords. There's another 2 that are wielding crossbows themselves. 1 big one wielding an axe. 2 dwarves wielding long swords, and
Long swords on dwarf? That's just weird.
we'll see. And there's a tiefling and there's a tiefling and a half orc wielding daggers.
All right. So I'm gonna run out here in the bazaar, take cover, just behind the nearest stall that I see,
All right,
and then I'm gonna take aim at one of those fellows that's also got a crossbow,
gotcha.
so they can't return fire. And then I'm gonna aim for his neck, which
Oh,
would be a sharp shot, so harder to hit, but hopefully more damage.
gotcha.
That's going to be a miss. That is a 7.
Yeah, and unfortunately, that is not going to hit. That shot goes clear above the head.
I'll just use my inspiration on the first round of the game, just because I'm trying to make a bit of an impact here.
Trying to impress.
Much better. That's an 11.
All
right.
right, an 11 is just enough to hit.
Oh, well, thank you. That's
we
gonna
have,
be-
we have a target range for
Yes.
for AC.
That's gonna be 17 damage.
17 damage. Okay, all right. So let me. 7, all right. Got it. Then if that's going to conclude your turn.
It does.
Next up, we got in initiative order, Full Run.
All right.
How do you deal like with talking, like stuff like that, like when you're entering the combat? Do you use it as like an action or is it a free action?
Talking is a free action unless you have a lot to say.
Okay, so I'm going to cast Spirit Guardians,
Of course you are.
and I'm going to slam my axe against my shield. Like, so you didn't learn last, did you? And I'm going to charge towards him.
All right. Which one are you gonna charge at? You got a lot. You got a lot of targets.
Getting this close to as many of them as I possibly can.
All right. Then we'll see. Charging up front. Would you? I mean, you got two crossbow wielders, two like short sword users. The big human with the axe, two long sword dwarves, and I actually got this wrong. It's just the half orc with the daggers.
I'm gonna get as many of them as I possibly can into my aura.
Oh, that's what you're talking about. Okay, then you're gonna charge straight into the center. Attacking big axe wielding man.
Sure. And then okay, so you said when entering combat with it, we're not gonna roll. That's where you decided to.
Yeah, it's when it's their turn. They gotta do all those rolls.
Okay. So I'm just gonna move, and then that'll be the end of my turn.
All right. And next up in line is going to be Fonkin. Fonkin.
All right. So first off, I want to know: is there anybody else in that area
aside from Full Run that is directly in front, and there's a human merchant behind the stall with all of his merchandise on the ground. His table is a bit cut up. There's a human merchant there as well, basically.
Okay. I'm going to place. Okay, so I'm going to need your help because I don't quite know how the layout of everything is.
Yep, of course.
I am wanting to cast Hypnotic Pattern around the archers.
All right. You can easily. How? What's the range of that?
120 feet. I also want to move to a hiding type position.
And can you designate the people that you want to be affected by that spell?
The definition says no, but it is a 30-foot cube, which means that I can direct it so that it is.
Oh,
not
that's
necessarily.
Okay, I was gonna say
It's
like
not
100.
like it's an area of effect, but it is not like an entire. It's not going to be the entire battlefield.
Okay. With the 30-foot cube, you can easily get nearly everybody there, but the thing is, you would either hit the human merchant or you would also hit Full Run.
I'm not worried about the merchant.
All right.
It doesn't do any harm as a spell, so.
So what?
I wanted to make sure that Full Run is not going to be affected though, because I do want him to be affected later on in combat.
Gotcha. So
I'm looking out for you there, buddy.
What is Hypnotic Pattern do?
Okay, Hypnotic Pattern. Create a pattern with colors and weaves through air in a 30-foot cube. Pattern appears and then vanishes. Each creature who sees the pattern must make a Wisdom saving throw. On a failed save, the creature becomes charmed. While charmed, the creature is incapacitated with a speed of 0.
Gotcha. All right, then. So I have to beat They have to beat a Wisdom saving throw against your spell save, which is what again?
15.
All right, we'll start off with longsword. That's a nat 1. Crossbow. That's a 4. The swordman is a 6. God damn. Okay. Other crossbow is a 19. This is the 19 is the one that was hit with Sam's spear. Sword user is nat 20. And that is cocked. Axe user is 18.
Okay.
So
to be specific on this, the spell will end if the creature takes damage, or if someone uses an action to shake the creature out of its stupor.
Gotcha. So charm. Okay. So when they are charmed, that means that they cannot attack you, right? Or they can't move?
They can't move at all.
Okay, so
they are pretty much dumb. It's the essential. They're asleep or incapacitated.
Gotcha. All right, I got that now. And does that conclude everything for your turn?
And I am moving to hide behind a stall as well.
Okay, you're nowhere near a stall right now, but then again, you have a pretty fast. No, even with your movement speed, you will not. You can get close to a stall, but you won't fully make it.
A movement speed of 50.
Yeah.
Okay. Then I want to make sure that I position myself. Yeah, I'm gonna make sure that I do not have a direct line of sight between myself and one of the archers or one of the crossbowmen.
All right, then you have successfully done that. You're moving closer to the east side, to the west side. You're within view of Sam right now.
Okay.
All right. Next up in line is going to be Sharpscale's turn. So we'll start with the charmed people first. They get to roll a save on each of their turns. Or wait. Spell ends when for an affected creature takes damage, or if someone else uses an action. Wait, do they roll on their turns to save?
It's each creature who sees the pattern must make a Wisdom saving throw. Creature becomes charmed, and they're incapacitated until the spell ends, which is up to a minute of concentration, or they take damage, or somebody shakes them out. So they pretty much lose their turn.
It looks like they can't even save. That's a pretty good spell.
Yeah,
well
but
done.
here's the fun part. They lose their turn, but they're going to take damage from Dwarvian spirit stuff, so...
Ooh.
I just damaged him.
I see your
Yes.
game now. Alright, so then we're gonna start with a longsword wielding dwarf on the east side, who's going to run up to full run and it's going to completely bomb that attack. You're easily able to dodge out of his longsword attack. Next up is crossbowmen. Crossbowmen, who was
I noticeably laugh at his face.
next up will be crossbowmen that was just attacked by Sam. He's going to move back away from the Spirit Guardians, and he's going to try getting in line of sight to see Sam. And you're at about half cover right now, so we'll say that he's at disadvantage.
DM.
And with his modifiers,
They're supposed to be taking damage on their turns.
God damn it! All right. That's a dex save, right? Yeah.
That is a wisdom save, sir.
All right.
Would they
Wisdom
have to
save.
roll at disadvantage if they're incapacitated, or is it just an automatic?
It doesn't matter. They both the long. Oh, all right, I'll just roll all these saves really quick. By the way, he missed you completely, Sam.
Ah.
So I'm gonna roll for all these guys really quick for their. Well, not all of them. 2 of them aren't in the area.
You have to be the 15. Or
Yes.
the calf.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. So this.
Welcome to the wild train
there.
of cleric.
Stacking these from top of the list to the bottom in terms of who gets what. So axe wielder fails. Sword. Both sword users fail. And fuck it, what am I even thinking? The only one that saves is the only one that ironically saves is the longsword, is the charmed longsword, who I actually can't because he's at disadvantage. So pretty much they all failed.
Sounds
Okay,
fun.
you want me to roll 1 damage? You want me to roll each?
No one nat won it, so just roll the whatever it says. It's 3d6, right?
3d8.
3d8. Okay.
Yeah, but do you want me to roll for each person that failed, or do you want me to just roll for...
We'll just say this roll is for everybody.
Okay. 19 damage.
God damn, man.
Best combo in the world.
4, 7, and an 8,
Combo
baby.
in the world.
Like, everybody, you are stunned. And now he's
By the way, yeah!
So, retcon, the crossbow wielder never actually got to fire at Sam because he got obliterated by the Spirit Guardians.
By the way, Warlock, I love the emotes of the dice.
Oh, I'm glad.
Yeah, really good.
I don't miss your face, but I do like the dice.
The face will come back eventually. Alright, so that
Put this fox in your
that takes care of all those. Next up is going to be a human swordsman. He is going to run towards Fonkin and try to land a good sword hit on him. What is your armor class, Fonkin?
13.
That is going to land.
Okay.
That is going to be this one. Oh, are you kidding me? That's 3 damage.
Yes, the dice, the one shield bit did it.
Thank you, dice.
Am I going to start checking more dice today? Axe wielder human is going to see Full Run's threat and going to attack him. And that's going to be a miss. Second attack, also a miss.
They're not taking damage by Full Run's magical spirit guardians, are they?
We already rolled for all that.
Okay, just making sure.
Next up is going to be Orc Dagger Wielder, who's going to see Full Run as well, and run up to him and attack. And that's also going to miss. And the 3 charmed people have to roll to get out of there, since they both took damage. This is for sword. That's going to be a save. Crossbow, also a save. Longsword, also a save. Okay. So, the charm effect has worn off on everybody. It was fun while it lasted.
It's fine.
Next up in line is
Did
going
his
to
job.
be Drak.
Okay, so who's the biggest, baddest of these guys?
The biggest baddest is big human axe-wielding man.
How far away am I from him?
You are about 40 feet away from him.
Alright. I get as close to him as I can and say, "Bring it! You're all weaklings."
They feel a slight urge to fight you, despite all the damage they've taken. And I just realized I forgot to move all of them out of the spirit, away from the spirit guardians. Fuck.
Never said they were smart, right?
I am writing a personal note to.
Can
remember
they
spirit
survive
guardians.
another round? And I'm start calling this a fucking meat grinder.
DMs. Alright, I'm putting this note right up here, right by
I'm
where
gonna do
all the
nothing but
information is
just
going to be.
stack armor and just be like, I'm impenetrable and you will die if you stand near me.
Next up in line is going to be Zell.
Okay.
Oh, Zell. Before you, oh yeah. I'm sorry. You go ahead.
No, what are you gonna say?
No, that's later. Go on.
Okay, how far am I? How far am I from everyone else? And is any enemy close to our companions?
You're. Well, I mean, your distance doesn't matter since you got ridiculous movement, but right now.
No, it does.
Okay. Full Run is in the thick of everything. It's taking attacks. He's almost fully surrounded by the sharp scales. Fonkin would be the next closest. No, I'm sorry. Drak would be the next closest. Then Fonkin, followed by Sam, who is behind some cover.
There's a tiefling, right?
Yes.
I don't know much about tieflings, but do they know what happens to another tiefling?
No. Like, are you asking like if they're like telepathically linked?
Yes,
No.
that's the word.
No.
I don't know. There might be such a thing. But
Lucifer would know everything that happened to every tiefling ever, because he's also a tiefling.
that'd be kind of cool.
The best
Well,
universe.
true, but
Okay. So let's see. I gotta think. I do apologize, guys. My brain's not working as well. Zell jumps on top of a roof to get height.
There's no roof nearby to jump on.
There isn't?
No.
Aren't we in the bazaar?
You're away. You're like in the distance where there's like. Behind you, there's nothing but open space, and in front of you is the bazaar. You're like on the outskirts of the city right now.
Oh. That doesn't. Okay. Zell's gonna open up with a slingshot with his sharpshooter.
Okay. Which one are you gonna target? We got 2 sword-wielding humans, 2 long sword-wielding dwarfs, a half-orc dagger wielder, 2 dagger.
The half orc.
Of course you would. Of course you would. Go ahead.
That's a given. Okay. I get my dice. Gotta get everything ready. That music is driving me insane. Okay. Wait, what? I'm reading this again.
Also, by the way,
I am-
where's coffee in all this?
Oh,
She's in the
coffee.
other
The coffee, the fox.
Oh.
Right. Coffee is standing outside of the fight.
Okay.
Coffee is not in this fight at all.
Okay.
If Coffee actually listens to me, that is. Okay. So, rolling my d20. Alright, so sweet. 14 with my proficiency of 3, so that's
That will hit.
17 minus 5,
17 minus 5.
so 12.
That will hit.
Sweet.
How much? Sharpshooter adds like an extra 5 or 10 damage, right?
Plus 10 plus my sneak.
Okay.
So, God, okay, my math is gonna be shitty. I'm bringing up a calculator on my computer too. Give me 1 second. I didn't think this through. How much damage I'm gonna be doing. Give me my stupid. No, don't give me a store. I want my actual app. What the hell? Microsoft 10. You piece of doo doo.
So right now, actually, I can save you. I can save you all the work because you have to roll 3 sneak attack damage, right? Plus your slinging damage, right?
Yes.
Plus 10 with the sharpshooter. You actually kill him.
Sharp scooter. Man, racers are just getting more and
you
more
could-
technologically advanced.
You can roll on that. You can roll 1
Razor,
damage
you
on all those,
crazy.
and the half orc would be dead.
I can roll all ones, and the half orc would still be dead.
Yes.
Okay.
So basically, your sling pebble. Actually, by the way, I'm gonna have you start keeping track of the rocks that you're flinging with your slingshot now.
I
Basically-
always was.
Oh, good. You basically your slingshot hits him dead in the head. He gets a really bad. You see blood splatter onto the ground, and he does not get back up.
They'll cheers with a howl of yip 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 yip.
And now, Zell, if this is the end of your turn, I need you to make an animal handling check.
Okay. I gotta read that. Where's that? 17.
All right, Coffee. So you successfully keep Coffee on the side. She is growling, wanting to step into the fight, but does not want to disobey you. This is a thing that's gonna have to happen in every fight. If Coffee is gonna be with you anywhere near danger, you're gonna have to make an animal handling check to keep her from joining the fight.
Yeah, until I'm what? Level 2 ranger. When I have proficiency. Whatever that thing is.
Something. I mean, you're still gonna have to make a lot of stuff like that, but it's something that you may or may not get better and better. And I'm still revamping the rules of that, but that's how we're gonna roll it for now. Next up, if that's the end of Zell's turn, we go back up to Sam again.
All right.
So Sam, lay of the land. We got the big axe-wielding human, 2 sword-wielding humans, and 2 longsword-wielding dwarves left. They're all pretty much in range. They're starting to surround full run.
All right. Which one of them looks to be the least helpful one of the bunch?
The least helpful one of the bunch would.
Who have I seen take some considerable damage?
They've all taken pretty equal damage.
All right. I will shoot the one that's the nearest to me then.
Then that would be
the easiest target.
that would be the other crossbow wielder.
Well done. I got a 14. Not a sharpshooter this time.
That is going to hit.
All right. 1d10 plus 3. It's a 9 plus 3. 12.
All right. You get him square in the back. It goes throughout the other end of his stomach. He doubles over in pain. He's not looking good, but he's still up.
And then I'd like to try to move closer to these other guys that seem to be also fighting in a bit of a tussle with the razor scales.
All right. We'll have then you move a little closer behind the stall where the merchant is.
All right.
He is also incapacitated from the hypnotic ray, whatever it is.
If I might, I'd like to just... Oh, I already took an action to attack. Well, thematically, I'll just be nudging him to try and shake the spell off, but I know I can't actually do it.
I think we can count slapping as like non damaging slapping as like a bonus action if you want.
Sure.
All right.
Much obliged.
And wisdom save on the merchant. He's still in hysterics. Like, whoa, he still thinks he sees God at the moment. So if that concludes your turn, next up is going to be full run.
We still alive? Sorry, I've been heavily distracted doing this.
Your
big fella still around?
Yeah, you're a big fella still in front of you. You got humans and dwarves nearly surrounding you. You haven't escaped, but you're basically going to take you're going to take like an opportunity attack from nearly all of them. But
I thought flanking wasn't a thing in 5e.
no, it's flanking is the thing.
Oh, my other DM lied to me. All right.
Flanking is an optional rule.
Yes.
All right. So. Okay. So where is my escape? I'm assuming behind me.
Yeah.
Okay. So the two guys that are closest to like encroaching on that, I'm gonna hit one with a melee attack and then one with a cantrip.
Gotcha.
So that's bonus. So I'm gonna do melee, which is 15 to hit.
All right, that's gonna hit. Which one are you hitting with that one?
The one on my left.
Okay. The one on your left.
What am I gonna say? I like turn around. Like, all right, you got one on my left. One on
Yeah.
my left.
All right. The one on your left is a human sword wielder.
Okay. I hit him for 5 damage.
All right. You get him good with your. Are you fighting with an axe or a hammer right now?
Axe.
You get him good, clear in the side with your axe. You know, he's still standing, but he's not looking good. Almost none of these guys are looking good right now.
All right, and I'm gonna call in my.
Bless you.
My spirit weapon,
All right, where you gonna put it?
and like I'm on the guy to my right.
All right,
Excuse me. Sorry about that.
focus on the guy on the right, which is gonna be a long sword wielding dwarf.
And then I get to attack with that after my turn. So
Yeah.
yes, I can hit. That's a 4.
All right, yeah, that's definitely not gonna do it. You know, you just got it and you just got it in. It's not quite ready to, not quite polished yet. So after full run is going to be Fonkin.
All right. How many? Well, okay, what do we got left?
We got quite a lot. We got the crossbow wielder that has an arrow protruding from his back out his stomach. We got the big axe wielding human, 2 sword wielding humans, and 2 long sword wielding dwarfs. Full run is surrounded by almost all of them.
Okay, do I still have the guy next to me?
Sam?
Didn't I have a guy trying to attack me?
Yes. Oh God. I am forgetting about that. Yes, that would be the longsword wielding dwarf. I'm doing very bad at theatrics. Okay.
All right.
Roll 20.
Hashtag rig. I'm going to cast Magic Missile at level 3,
Okay.
which creates 5 magic missiles that automatically hit.
I was gonna say, wow. Okay.
I am going to designate 2 of them to go into the guy who's closest to me,
Okay.
and then I'm going to do one against the weakest looking guys surrounding Full Run.
All right. That would be the human that just took the axe on the side.
Okay, let me designate which ones are doing what. These 2 are going to be for closest. And that is a 4.
All right. Takes 2 good hits through on the chest. Takes a fair amount of damage. He's still standing though.
Okay. And let's see, we have a 5, a 3, and a 2
He did.
on the rest of them.
Yeah. You're.
Okay.
Yeah. The sword wielder that had the axe come into him is now down for good. Not getting back up. And that. Oh, you gonna do anything else?
I am going to continue to move. Actually, is there anything up above me that I can see?
There is nothing but open sky.
Nothing but open sky. I'm going to go ahead and run. No, I'm going to stay where I'm at. I'm going to hold my ground.
All right, holding ground against the dwarf with the long sword.
Wizards do not hold ground.
Next
If
up,
I run, it's an opportunity attack. So
Is it that close?
yeah, he's right in front of him.
he attacked me.
Oh, okay.
So-
I missed that.
Yeah.
Next
And
up,
I don't have any close stuff right now.
next up in line is all the goddamn sharp skills. 4 of which have to roll wisdom saves because I'm an idiot that forgot to move them. So we'll start with what do I gotta beat again?
15.
15. Fail. Pass. Fail.
Bam.
And fail.
Okay.
All of them except for the last human sword wielders. All of them fail except for him.
They all take 11 damage except for the one that failed, or the one that succeeded, and they take 5? Half rounded down? Or half rounded up?
It's rounding down, so,
Okay, so 5 for the one that passed. And 11 for the rest.
That's that. That's that. And that is that. Okay. And I rolled for one of them that didn't need to roll. I once again forgot he was by Funkin, and I'm just writing now that he's in front of Funkin. Okay. Now they can take the turns. Axe wielder is going to hold his ground and try to swing at you again full run. They can't roll for shit today.
Why is that
I mean, I do have an exceptional AC.
Yes, you do. The human sword wielder is going to would he
Forge Lords for the win.
he is going to he's going to run away from you, which is going to provoke an opportunity of attack.
Yeah. Woo-hoo, that's a 20, baby!
God damn.
Oh god.
Wait, which one was it? Was it the one on my right? Or was he like on my right? Was he like engaged with my hammer? Because it might get...
I don't think the hammer gets an opportunity attack, but you
Right?
got this one. He's on your left.
Okay. 6 times, so 12.
You slam your axe straight straight down his shoulder, or the shoulder. It gets in there pretty deep. Probably got into his heart, and he just does not get back up again.
I spit on his corpse.
Don't break your computer with the axe.
I didn't get close. I stopped like here. It looks close though.
And the other one.
Very close.
I'm not threatening
Nope,
anyone.
that's everybody.
Well, damn it.
That's not everybody. Longsword wielder that just took the damage from the dwarf that's in front of Fonkin. What would he? How would they play this?
Mwah!
I think he would try. I think he's gonna actually try running away as well. So Fonkin, you get an attack of opportunity with whatever your melee weapon is.
Actually, because I am a warcaster, I get a chance to use a spell instead.
Ah, that's gonna surprise the fuck out of him.
All right.
He's like,
Okay.
spellcaster, I don't have to worry about his ass. Oh, damn. That's a fireball in the face.
Why not
Yeah,
a
but
fireball
Fireball has
sticking out my butt?
blowback, so I don't want to do that.
I know. I'm just-
You just hate him so much. You're like, you know what?
You know what? We're gonna cast Magic Missile again. This time just at level 1.
Can you cast a spell like that, or doesn't have to be like a cantrip or anything?
It just says use spells and opportunity attacks.
All right, go ahead.
Okay.
That is a 15.
That blasts him straight down into the ground, and he does not get back up. Longsword wielder, other longsword wielder by full run. Since he knows that you took the opportunity attack, he's going to run away since you can't make another one, and he's gonna try running in between the stalls and just away towards the crowd. By the way, there's like a crowd that's gathering around, like watching you fight. And seeing all this decimation, you hear gasps, you hear big gasps as one by one these thugs keep falling down to the ground. And the crossbow wielder is gonna try running away as well, and he's gonna see Sam. He's gonna get at Sam from not covered by anything. He's gonna try shooting an arrow at him, and that is a 19 to hit.
That'll hit.
All right. And what is that? That
2
is
damage.
It's like, think.
All right. That's a D10. That is a 7 for damage.
Ouch. Got me, you bastard.
And he's gonna keep running in that direction, along with the dwarf wielding longsword user guy. Next up in line is gonna be Drak is next.
Okay, what did the big axe-wielding human do?
He's holding his ground against Full Run.
Alright, I'm walking up to him to hit him.
Alright.
Like, you should have run when you had the chance.
Indeed.
Alright, first hit with my, first attack is 11.
That will miss.
Okay.
And you're
Second
remembering to add your strength and proficiency, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Yep.
I rolled the 3. Even with all my stuff, yeah, it's a. Okay. 22.
That is definitely gonna hit.
All right, and then my long sword is gonna be my next strike. So, 17.
That will hit as well.
All right. The Nintai Blade does 11 damage. The longsword, I don't know why I rolled it again. It did 6 damage.
All right, so your Nintai Blade, like as you bring it up, this guy tries to bring his axe down to protect himself, but you actually cut off his hand, kind of like what you did with the pirate, and then your longsword just stabs him down the middle, and he slumps back down and does not get back up.
Alright. There you go, dwarf.
Yeah, he really needed the help.
I was sweating, man.
Next up is
all this blood's getting in my armor. Clean it.
Next up is Zell.
Hey, let's at least get one of these guys. You guys are mopping these guys without me doing anything. I'm like,
Zell is staying in the back, and
It's okay, we're gonna get a counter to my spell.
And what is Zell?
wait, actually, how far are they away?
They are both a fair distance away from where you are. You didn't really move closer towards them, so they are about 120 feet away from you.
There's 2 guys, right?
Yeah, one crossbow wielder that has an arrow coming, sticking out his stomach, and another longsword wielding dwarf that's just running for his life.
Oh. Zell, let's have some fun here. Zell, out. Let's see. Oh, you said 120 feet?
Yeah.
120 feet?
Yeah.
Zell runs within 90 feet of them and shoots out Chromatic Orb.
That would be running 90 feet is going to use your dash action and chromatic.
No, running within 90 feet. So that's only.
Oh, closing the distance. I see.
So closing the distance.
With your particular speed, that would be easy. So you're gonna move towards him and launch chromatic orb.
Yep.
And that's a single target, right?
Yes.
All right.
So I'm going after the guy that's running away as a coward.
Crossbow or longsword.
They're both running away.
Yeah.
Longsword.
All right. Roll to attack.
16 plus. He's using wisdom, so 18.
18. So that is definitely going to hit. And how many die do you got to roll for that one?
All the D's.
Do you want to roll it, or can I just tell you that you kill them?
It's 3 D8s.
Give him 3Ds.
I mean, you can roll it if you want, but you definitely decimated him with whatever element that is.
He does 11 lightning damage.
He jolts with electricity. His head actually explodes, and he falls to the ground.
Good lord.
And
I do a golf clap like.
and actually, that is
lightning good.
And as the thug, and as the we're back to Sam's turn, but before he actually gets a chance to act, the guardsmen actually show up, and they seeing this thug with an arrow at him, just taking a lot of damage. They actually capture him and tie him up, and that is the end of combat.
Aww.
You actually did something?
Like, hey! Who are you to interrupt our fight?
We are the city guards of the city, I mean, we
And it
other...
took you.
Do I recognize any of them? Like, did I train some of them? Train with some of them?
Good question.
Actually, one of them is one that you trained.
Does he bow?
He's not the one tying them up, but he looks at you and bows and says, "Master Drak, thank you for your lessons. We will take over from here."
I've told you not to bow.
I would like to be in on this interrogation. We did the work. You should not get all the information here.
This will be you 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You six have done. Wait, is it 6? Yes, it's 5. You 5 have done more than enough. 5 have done more than enough. We will take care of it from here. These are the king's orders.
Sam will be mute for a little while.
And that concluding combat, you all gain 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You all gain 400 X. Oh no, I forgetting the solo sessions. Round that up to 600 XP, all of you.
Just extra 600 XP. Okay.
Like 600 total from everything.
What is our total? Like total? Is anyone
8,900.
Yeah.
Thank you. With that,
It's really 9,000. Got it.
Okay.
Yeah, keep that in mind, Sam.
you say 89,000.
We're at
Well,
9,000.
Sam,
I'm a demigod!
He put it in the Discord chat that he'll be right back.
Yeah.
Oh, gotcha. Yeah. Sam has like some kind of weird stomach disorder, so he has to go to the bathroom pretty frequently.
Yeah, no problem.
Yeah, that's fine.
DM, can I do one thing to get one extra experience point?
You're not gonna get it to not offset things, but what would you want to do?
I don't care what, but I just really want to be over 9,000.
We're at 80. We're at 8,900. So you need
101.
XP.
Yes.
Yeah,
Can we just start killing townsfolk?
Like divinity.
Wait. That one they took away, what would he be worth? If he's over 100, I'm going for him right now.
Not enough for all of you.
No.
How about the guards?
Guards? You really think the guards?
They're worthless. They're
They're
not.
commoners. They gotta be worth something.
We are not going on a murder hobering spree for
Hey, he makes a
experience.
valid point. I want over 9,000.
We will get it after our next quest.
In a game that Sam and I were in, we came across a really powerful guy that we were able to take out, and we were really close to leveling up. So we had the idea. We didn't do it, unfortunately, but we had the idea of like healing him up and then fighting him again and just getting experience from defeating him over and over, so that we could level up, like farming experience off the same guy.
That's funny.
While they're tying up the one guy with the arrow sticking out of his gut, can I use like prestidigitation to make him wet himself?
Go ahead.
And so ahead. All right.
Such a dick.
Probably already has. We ripped his group apart.
Arrow wielding guy now has wet pants and is just crying, upset, bleeding, begging for his life. He's
You've been funkin'.
You've been fucking.
It's my
Funky
signature move.
Wait, are any of these guards of the prison cells?
Are you asking them?
Yes. Zell goes up and asks the guards, are any of them guards of the prison cell? And if
no, none of us. We are guards of the main city. The prison the prison cells, like they have their own set of guards. They usually stick to their own. They usually stick to their own post.
well, if you see them, tell them I said hi. Tell them Mary Zell says hi.
But we'll do.
Zell skips off and goes pick
I
up
never
coffee.
checked on the
And
father of the son.
strokes
Can I
coffee.
actually suggest we go get a drink real quick?
Oh, Zell needs to go back to the blacksmiths.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, real quickly, you can say like you. Well, first of all, what's the group decision right here?
I mean, if you're going to talk to blacksmiths, I'm always in. So
Well, let's wait for Sam. I'm gonna wait for Sam to get back so that we have a more collective idea of what's going on.
Because our session got cut short a little bit there, or like I wanted to go back and talk to the father of the son that I helped. So
Yeah, we can.
at some point, I'd like to. What?
We can role play that quickly as well as the Zell going back to the Forgers because like after this fight, I want to move into the next part of the quest, which is going to be like next day stuff.
Yeah.
If you don't
Well,
mind.
since
If he gets freaking Mezastrian steel or whatever for doing some like little BS quest, I'm gonna be mad because they told me I had to go fucking him out. I don't fucking do that.
since
Bullshit.
since those two have a semi-solo thing to do, and he's in the bathroom, I'm going to run to the bathroom while they're doing that real quick.
Hey!
And then when I come back, we should be all ready to go.
Yeah, we can quickly we can quickly finish your solo thing. So you want to go back and check on the father?
Yeah, Playful Jester, thank you so much for that. The subscription, thank you so much. For 7 months, good lord.
So
Thank you.
You find the father back in the same bar that you found him before with the Burgle Inn, and he looks at you and says, "Full Run, thank you so much for your help. My son, I've never seen him happier in my entire life."
Like, so I take it the necklace did its part.
More than did its part, and you have done such you've done such a wondrous job for the city. I mean, we heard about what happened at the what the hell happened to my Nightbot?
Oh, is it freaking out?
It looks like it's working to me.
Someone made a command. Someone made a command that I did not make. None of you should have the power to do that.
Shouldn't is key word.
What
What do you mean I've lost control of Nightbot?
I'll check on that later. The father says something akin to, "Yes, you've done wondrous. Who added that?" Whatever. I'm totally listening.
Oh, the deception, my lord! Oh, I gotta see what's going on. Hold on.
Anyway, the father says something akin to, "Yeah, you've done great work. That you heard about what you did at the bazaar. You and your friends are all heroes."
Like, can I ask you for a personal favor?
Yes. What is it?
Like, we are technically foreigners in these lands. Would you do me the favor of talking us up a little bit to the folk here?
I don't think there's any need for talking up. You've done amazing work. Everyone already talks about you. You've done amazing work over the past 3 days.
Oh shit! There was my plan. Like I want to be like exalted status in the. And it's like, well, you already are.
So
Why the fuck did I help your son then? I could have gotten a necklace.
Sorry, my
RPG
being
stat.
AFK was poorly timed, but
it's cool, man. It's cool.
Then... Oh, good.
Basically, basically you didn't miss much. You know, the last guy got caught by the guards and tied up, and that's about it. We're just quickly finished their quick role playing thing with Full Run, and the fight is over. The guards have taken them away, and here you all stand at the bazaar. The merchant has now recovered from his hypnotic rain that Fonkin threw at him, and Sam Hayes is like right next to him, like trying to calm him out of it. And here all of you are together.
I'll limp over to the other guys with my crossbow bolt from the guy still on my shoulder. And be like, someone else doesn't like the razor skills very much either, huh? I think I've heard about you guys.
Hello.
Everybody's heard about us.
This kind of hurts like hell.
Looks painful.
Zell still needs to go to the blacksmith.
Yes, I will deal with that in a minute. Yeah, we're doing introductions now. We're meeting our next player.
It's nice to meet you. I like to play practical jokes. Would you like me to play a practical joke on you?
I'll pass this time, but take a rain check.
Yeah, and that's another thing that you missed.
Funkening for you.
He had the guy with the crossbow, and the guy that got tied up and he used prestidigitation to have him wet his pants.
Zell walks up and goes, "How you doing? Name's Mary Zell."
Oh, Jesus Christ!
You're actually gonna do that?
Yes.
Sam Hayes, make a wisdom saving throw.
Oh
Can I interject and like, I'm like, enough of this?
You should grab his scruff.
That's a 19.
Can I do that? Can I like?
You
be a
have
thing?
resisted Zell's attempt to charm you.
Ah.
I'm gonna go up to Zell and grab him by the scruff and be like, listen, not everyone needs the D, okay?
But the D is fun.
He helped us in a fight here. Leave him be.
Whatever you say, Daddy.
No rewarding him yet.
I'm like, all right, it seems that you have a minor injury there, sir.
Oh yeah, it's not bad, but if you got something you can do to help me, I'd appreciate it.
I mean, I could, but I mean, you may have to earn it with post effect. What's a good fucking statement?
You trying to charge him a D?
You have to earn the healing. Let's say. So if you would perhaps stick with us for some time and earn your keep, and I'd be glad to help you.
Oh sure. You guys aren't from around here, are you?
No, not by a long shot.
Yeah,
I didn't think
Traveled
so.
far.
yeah. One thing that you know, Sam, as being a native of Mezastra, Mesastrians can easily recognize non-Mesastrians. So
Yeah. I can tell you're not from around here. That's what I meant to say. You're
Well,
going
I'm
to need
around here.
because if there's anything in Mezastra that flies, swims, slithers, or walks, I've killed it, skinned it, eaten it, most likely. So I'll be a good help to you.
We need to have a conversation because I love each.
Mary Zell, hearing this, steps behind.
you step
Especially
behind.
the skinning part.
You step
I'm gonna
behind.
use. A couple people took some damage in that, right? Like,
Uh, did any of you take damage?
I think just
I
Sam.
did. I
Oh.
you did.
Okay.
Yeah. They all rolled
All
like
right, I'm good.
crap.
I'm gonna tell the fighter here to be like, stand still. Don't go anywhere. I'm gonna cast. Do I want to waste it?
I mean,
Yeah,
if
I'm
you're
gonna
worried
do
about
prayer of healing. So
wasting
I'm gonna do the 10-minute cast of prayer of healing.
All right, so you all stood around for the 10-minute cast of prayer of healing, and the only person that needs it is Sam. But if anyone sticks around, you feel the gracious holy lights enter your body, and it feels nice.
You gonna roll for it?
Yeah, well, I mean, what do you got to roll for that?
2d8 plus 4.
And you'll fully heal him. So
Okay.
Sam, you're fully healed.
Oh, much obliged.
And me.
Yes, you.
Yeah.
It's everyone. It's up to 5 other people than me. So.
And
Our whole group.
for the record, Zell, basically we're gonna quickly do the forger thing. You go back and
Okay.
you go back and like it's immediately know what you did, and what the forger does is says come back in about a week's time, and I'll have the fox armor for you.
A week's time. Oh, okay. Well, you know what? Here's 600 gold, and Zell gives him 600 gold.
Oh no he then said,
Where
oh yeah
the
that's
fuck
right.
did you get 600 gold.
Yeah, that's right, 600.
Yeah.
But
Yeah. Donation.
Yo, we
Just-
need to have a conversation there, Wolf.
you guys wait your turns.
Foxboy.
I'm gonna be noticeably perturbed as he pulls out this massive bag of gold.
Wait your turns. I got something for each of you.
All right, and that concludes the forge stuff. So basically, you'll...
Wait, you're saying something about the 600 gold that he wasn't going to take it?
Oh no! I didn't say. I
Because
didn't,
if he's not going to take it, I'm going to
No, I-
proposition him for something else.
no, I didn't. I forget I even said that.
Proposition?
Forget I said that to begin with. He takes the 600 gold.
Oh, and would you make me a crossbow? Oh, no, a bow, an arrow. I'll do 300 gold.
Yeah, you can give me the money for that later. I'll start that after I finish the fox armor. All right.
Grassy kind elf. I love you. Zell slips away.
Okay. So the rest of the day concludes itself. You all go back to the Dragon Scale Inn. You hang out. You all get to know each other a fair amount. Sam, this is where you could share some stuff about your history if you want to.
It'll come out as we play. So
All right, so you all have a good time at the Dragon Scale Inn. The next day begins, and
Wait. Can we be still at the inn for a few minutes?
yeah. Well, that's where you currently are.
Yeah, no, we're at dinner. Zell looks at Fulrun and goes, "Hey, Fulrun, I got something for you."
Okay.
Fulrun, are you interested in my little deal?
Listen, Fox. If you whip anything out that I'm not expecting, it's gonna be a problem.
How about
Aren't
a
we
bag of
always
listen.
expecting that?
I will listen.
How about some head scratchies, and I'll give you a bag of 30 platinum.
Y'all scratch whatever you want.
How long have y'all been traveling together?
A while.
Not long enough, but 30 platinum. There's not many things I won't do.
And Fonkin, I got something even more special for you.
Again?
What motherfucker?
I know stuff about you. Our
If you
human
want-
doesn't know.
If you brush my tails, I'll give you a giant crystal staff that might cast some great magic. I have no idea what it's about, but it's a giant crystal staff.
I forgot all about that.
Yo, we need to have a conversation. Like, what?
So you know what?
Is there a back room that we
Worth it.
so we can talk about something real quick?
So you know when I said I went after that lord,
Yeah.
I raided his chest, and I got 600 gold, 30 platinum, a spell scroll which I'm keeping, and a giant crystal staff that actually stole off his body. After I tied and gagged him.
Did you do anything else to him?
No, I wasn't allowed to.
Oh.
So yes, he did.
that was after hours, right? After the stream or after the
Exactly.
solo session.
So
You
it's,
had a
it's the solo session.
So do you want the crystal staff?
Yes, I shall take it. Which tail?
Later tonight, all of them.
All right, so
As long as
I
Drak
would
can be there
suggest you
too.
clean
Late-
that staff.
I don't have tails.
later in the night, Zell gets a nice back scratching from Full Run, and Fonkin has to rub his tails for all these nice, precious, wonderful gifts. The next day comes by, and early in the morning, two guards come by, and they say, "You're all the foreigners. You're all the foreigners that dealt with the sharp scales last night, right?"
Well,
Yes.
mostly foreigners.
We are indeed.
Oh, really?
+1.
You give off the vibe of being a foreigner. He's saying this to you, Sam.
Ah, well, I won't be offended this time, but I'm not foreign.
Well, either way, we're really big fans, and we got this message from the king, and they hand you a scroll of the king that says to basically to get to the king's keep as soon as you can for a meeting.
This strike y'all is suspicious.
We were supposed to.
We did request that we had a audience with the king several days ago, so
Oh,
it's about time that they made do on our arrangements.
Yeah, and a little retcon that I said it was 3 days to see the king. I just retconning that to be a week, so that it seems like the king wants to see you earlier than usual right now.
Okay. So
Damn time.
Well, it's still 3 days. It's just that we were supposed to be.
You saved this city like 3 different times. Come on.
Oh, quite a few times.
Zell's like a fucking superhero over here.
At
He's
this
just like,
point, have
dude,
we
you don't
wiped
even
out
know what
the
I've
sharp
done.
scales?
What'd you say, Drak? Sorry.
Did we wipe out the sharp scales? Are any of them left?
Yeah, you guys have done a real number to them. I think they're still around, but we've seen hardly any of them since that big fight at the bazaar last night or yesterday.
I'm gonna look back to the group. Like I would consider taking out them completely if you guys are up for it. I don't enjoy having thugs looking over my shoulder, if you know what I mean.
Zell's whistle
As
happily.
long as I can make them soil themselves afterward, I don't care.
I'll do you one
They'll be
better.
dead,
We
mate.
actually make them soil themselves.
Zell whistles happily and says, you guys,
That
maybe we
shit
should
don't
just
bother
wait a
me."
second. I don't think we need
hope
to
not.
do that just yet."
We shall talk to the king, but I believe that we have started a skirmish that we should finish.
Well, the king actually wants to talk to you about the sharp scales immediately. Like it's actually written there. It's actually written there in the note that the king has heard about all the work that you've done around Mezastra and wants to see you immediately about it.
Okay, let's go talk to the king. I mean, he's a king. Maybe he's worth something. His guards aren't.
All right, so you're all gonna go see the king now.
Hell yeah, we are.
All right, and then all of you get up out of and leave the dragon skill, and you walk up the pathway towards the king's keep where Gaiam took you through before. And the guards open their doors for you happily, and you walk down the path. It's just a straight shot. You follow literally a red carpet on the floor that leads to the king, and you notice like little pathways like left and right. It's a pretty big keep. A lot of red banners everywhere, and you reach a big set of double doors, and two more guards open up those two doors, and you open up into a gigantic room with a couple windows of natural light shining down into the big open area. A couple more red banners with a purple streak down the middle of each, and down at the very end is King Moran Downless with one of his fully armored guards right next to him. And as you walk up, yep, you all approach him. He then stands up. He has a walking stick in his right hand. He uses that to support himself up. He starts limping his way towards you, and what the hell?
Oh my!
Red alert! Red alert! Die!
Forgot to turn it off. It's my medicine. Sorry.
Gotcha. So he limps his way towards you, and his armored guard, his single armored guard, follows him with a clunk, 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 and you audibly hear this, and the king looks back and says, "No, there's no need. You don't have to worry about it. You can stay there." He keeps limping his way towards you, and his guard keeps following him. It's very, very noticeable, making a lot of sound. He turns around and says, "There's no need for any of that. Stand there." And the guard finally stands his ground. He limps his way towards you, and he looks at all of you. All five of you, actually all six of you, your friend Lucifer, all six of you have done a wonderful job at helping this city. I am honored to meet all of you. I am King Moran Dalness. And he walks up to all of you. He walks up to Drak. Some of the guards...
Yes.
The guards are now, and some of the guards in the city are now inspired by your presence, by your honor. I have never seen them more active and wanting to do better with their jobs. And after seeing the devastating display you did to one of the main sharp scale leaders, I humbly thank you for all of your work.
They need training.
No
the
problem,
training,
King.
That'll be good. Thanks.
I do have a plan for that as well. He then looks over to. Are you whispering to him?
Drak, look behind you. There you go. Okay. I'm like doing this. I'm like.
Yeah.
He then steps up to full run, looks down at you with respect. Good servant of Moradin. You have done a wonderful service to this town as well. I've heard about all the good work that you did, and those spirit guardians. My God, I have seen those in action before, but it is wondrous what you did. Everything that you did in that bazaar the other day, and I am truly thankful for all that you've done.
Oh, it's quite an honor being spoken of so highly by one such as yourself. But I was only doing my job. Your guard certainly needs practice.
I truly understand that, and I do have a plan for that I do have a plan for that. He steps over to Funkin. Funkin, I appreciate a classic practical joke here and there, but the way you humiliated those sharp scales and pals was just over the top what I've seen. and that half orc that we have in the dungeons. Well, our guards have our guards quite enjoy calling him. Well, I try to speak in a more kind manner, but I'm sure you know the nickname that he has.
Oh yes, you mean pig fucker.
Right, yes. And you,
Quite proud of
the Magi speak very highly of you, and I do hope that you find your lover here in Mezastra. I thank you for everything that you've done.
Oh, no problem. By the way, would you like entertainment? I'm sure I can think of something.
Oh, we would love entertainment, but another day. The festival, the town festival is going to be in about a week's time. We definitely have use of your services there. And he steps over to. He steps over to Zell and looks at him and says, I always had a bad feeling about Goron, but you actually exposed him for the traitor that he is, Mary Zell. And that party, I heard about that party at Jeremy's. When I heard about that, I was suspicious right off the bat. But I had a feeling that you had a hand in all this, and I am thankful for all your help, Mary Zell. And may I say, your fox is absolutely adorable.
Yes, Coffee is a cutie. Anything for you, King. Anything for you. And Zell comes up and whispers in his ear, let's keep this between you and I. Okay?
Oh, of course. I understand. And he steps over to Sam Hayes. Sam, you give me an interesting feeling. You have the feeling of a Mesastrian, but at the same time you feel like a foreigner as well. But regardless of all that, you helped out in the bazaar as well, and I humbly thank you for all your service here.
You're the second person to say that to me about being a foreigner. I assure you, I am from here, but I was just doing my part.
And I understand that, and I can't quite explain it. I've never felt anything quite like you. I don't. You have an interesting feeling about you. I can't quite explain. It is as if you have the presence of the Jokri elf, but at the same time do not. But either way, you have done a wonderful service for the city, and I thank you humbly.
You're welcome.
He steps back in front of all of you, and he looks at all of you and says, "My friends, you have, for all the work that you have done, I have requested you here for a specific task. The city of Vaughn, as some of you may or may not know, is turning 1,000 years old in about a week's time, and we have a special ritual that we do to uphold the traditions of this town as well as its safety as well. And whoever's typing, can you stop that for a minute? It's just distracting, and this is like very dialogue heavy. And
Hand check.
You see, this town is built on a very ancient history. We have the city of Vaughn was built on in Dragon's territory, and many over 1,000 years ago, there was a terrible red dragon by the name of Telanaxis that rampaged the area. And as he says that, you look above the king's throne and you see the big skull of a dragon hanging like outside of the wall, way up high.
Zell whistles and goes, welcome to Skyrim.
That is I've never heard of Skyrim before. But
okay, I have to do this because Drak is a dragonborn. Moose Roda!
What does that mean?
That was out of character.
Okay.
Have you ever played? Hold on, Kadash. Have you ever played Skyrim?
Oh, did you say Roda? Fus Roda?
Fus Roda, yeah.
Oh yeah, it sounded like
all right. Crisis averted.
He says
about to be an infight right here.
And he's continuing. He says, back to over 1,000 years ago, we had a special artifact that helped defeat this dragon called the Orb of Dragon Warding. This orb has took care of the ancient dragon that allowed the city of Vaughn to be created, as well as it also creates a special magical energy that protects the city from other dragons that are around. And every year or so, that magic must be renewed, and the ritual must be redone all over again to keep our city safe. I need people to help go retrieve the Orb of Dragon Warding to help keep the city safe once more. And I believe you are the people that, and I believe you are just the group that I need.
Sure. Does it pay well?
Oh, I mean, of course, of course you'll be paid handsomely, of course. And in fact, on your way out, I believe some of the guards owe you at least a solid 50 gold for what you did to the sharp scales in the bazaar. But yes, I will
50 gold.
Each of you, and upon completing this request, I don't have the numbers worked out yet, but you will be paid handsomely for this job. I want to say at least 1,000 each person. Plus, you will get to take one artifact from the King's Store treasure house below.
Can I substitute that gold for that tiefling that you have locked up in the dungeon?
I don't know if I can approve of that, Maryzelle.
Aww. But he's such a good
the tiefling in the prison towards our friend tiefling.
No.
No.
Okay.
No. That reminds me. I have a message to you from Lucifer himself. He hands you a scroll. Lucifer spoke to me late last night and left me this message to give to you. And
laid.
And one of you, let's say he hands it to Full Run. I am going to send that to you, Discord right now. You can read that. You can read that now or read that later.
I'm gonna read it right now. My stream's gonna fuck up for a second. I'm sorry.
Oh wow.
I'm going to. Yeah, it's.
Oh yeah. Whoa.
Calm down. Good lord.
Baby,
I mean, you can read it with me if you want. I'll move it.
Dwarvian.exe is broken.
All right.
Oh, he definitely received a hot tip, guys.
All right. Are we done? Are we good? Are we good?
Yes.
Okay. So, I'm gonna noticeably unroll it. The screen didn't break. Just hold on. My friends, I'm sorry to leave without saying a word. I received a hot tip about something important and had to leave it. I'm sorry I can't leave with the details, but to explain would take too much time and I don't have enough ink. I know I'll see you again, and when you all finish doing what you need to do here, you can find me at either Carmi or the First City. Regards, Lucifer.
Oh, he definitely found the hot tip in Carmi.
Son of a...
Yes, yeah, and less. Yes, he also did quite a number on the sharp scales 2 nights ago, staging an ambush at the Red Smack Inn. He was able to take out 2 of the main members at the Red Smack Inn, or at the Red Smack Bar himself. Wonderful job.
The Red Smack Bar.
Yeah.
Okay, Jesus Christ.
But yes, this task is of the utmost importance, and I need very capable adventurers such as yourself to retrieve the orb for me.
Where's this orb located? First off,
this orb is located within the mountains within the Jokrielth Mountains.
We're
good.
Yes,
I also need to travel to the mountains, so your quest may be aligned with a quest that I need to do as well. So, as long as my party agrees, I feel that we could definitely work this out.
Well, I'm very happy to hear your agreement, but there's a couple of other things you must know. You see, this orb is protected by. It is typically protected by the city guard, but as I'm sure you've noticed, the guards of late have been very what's a nice word to say?
Horrible.
Special.
I won't disagree with any of your terms. Yes.
Coward!
I mean,
Lacking's a good word.
they are doing their jobs, but I mean, he looks back to his own personal guard and says, "You there? Have you ever seen combat?" And the guard behind him, full suit of armor, shakes his head like, no. You kind of feel like you almost feel like an emptiness inside, just because there's not much is going on. Like, see,
Does it rattle?
It almost seems that way. And he turns back to you and says, like, they're all doing their jobs, but the city of Vaughn has not seen any war in about 50 years. So,
wars are not conflicts of a day-to-day manner. Your guards have no idea how to handle basic disputes.
I understand that, and that is actually part of the reason why I summoned Gaiam here. He is a capable fighter. I know him from the past. I have brought him here to not only whip these guards into shape, but also help finish off the sharp scale threat. That is also why I summoned Elzer and Melzer to help out here as well.
Those gentlemen.
They make one bad shot and you don't like them at all.
Grudge.
Have you met a dwarf? We have a whole history of grudge. One of our leaders in a different world is called the Grudge Bearer, all right? He bears all the grudges.
And with the giant book.
Judge.
Yeah.
That he smacked
A
people
dwarf-sized
in the
book.
head.
Anyhow.
Oh, that book's bigger than that. Oh, have you seen the book? Oh,
Yeah.
baby.
King, what do you know of the First City and the troubles they have faced?
The first city many years ago, I think it's getting close to 100 years since the disaster struck them. A terrible chemical was released into the city, and all of the wildlife, all the flora, and all the insects grew to enormous sizes, and most of the populace was absolutely wiped out, and now we are at constant war to keep the giant insects in check.
What giant insects?
I forgot to mention that. There's a constant that was part of my solo quest. There's a big, huge trouble in the first city, and that's where my dragon friends went. Was towards the first city.
Well, were they going there to take care of such threat, or?
Yeah, that's where they're headed.
There's a giant war going on between the.
You cut out there.
There's a huge war going on between the first city king and a bunch of praying mantises that are the size of buildings.
Yeah,
we're gonna circle back to that issue.
it's like that's why I didn't bring it up. It's like, you know,
seems like a big issue.
It's like that's not a party issue. That's kind of a Drak issue. So he's like, he'll bring it up.
Region issue.
Yeah.
We can ignore it.
Yes, and that's
we'll talk more on that later.
Drak kind of wants to go that way, but yeah.
Yes, and
let's.
Yes, and we could definitely use your help there in the once we have dealt with this. Once we have dealt with completing our ritual once again and keeping our city once again safe from dragons for another year.
King, do you have any single children?
I do not know why you asked that, but no, I do not.
Okay.
Can I shoot him a glaring glance? Like, really?
Still shrugs his shoulders and says, "Worth a shot."
Hunts, I love you.
Where exactly in the mountains is this orb?
Yeah, thank you.
All right. So on the way there, we will supply you with some horses to get there. On horseback, it is a 2-day trip to get to the Jarkrialth Mountains. Upon reaching a cliff face, we have an illusory wall placed up in protection of the orb, and this is part of why I need you all there, because it seems that monsters have found their way inside and have taken over the place, which is why I need seasoned adventurers like you to get inside.
Sounds like a party.
Your guards need better training.
Yet, so.
Yes,
we've established the guards are useless.
Can you spare a few guards to come along with us?
They're useless.
So that we can train
Don't-
them along.
That's not actually a bad idea.
And give them
That's
some
not a bad idea.
experience.
Unfortunately, with the monsters taking over the sanctuary where the orb is placed and the sharp scale threat here, we had to pull some more numbers back over here, which is why monsters have taken over the place. So our numbers were low, and we're really thin on help at the moment.
Can you just give us?
We've culled the threat. We've culled the immediate threat of the. Now you're saying that we can't. We're trying to offer you free. in-field experience for your guards to actually be worthwhile, and you're denying it?
And I deny it because that is why I summoned Gaiam here, because he is experienced in our ways. He has been on the battlefront and trained in all manner of combat for close to 3 decades now.
Such is your loss, then, I suppose.
They would not be of any help anyways.
We're not expecting help. What we want to do is train them so they can be of use here.
I agree. I understand, but that is.
My hope is to have them face the sharp, an easier threat like the sharp scales before they deal with unpredictable monsters in the mountains.
Fair enough. Your decision, King. Anyhow, can we have a moment with our party here? Our next action.
Before you do, I would like to finish what exactly it is you'll be encountering over there. So, upon reaching a cliff face that has an illusionary wall, upon approaching the wall, it's right by a river stream. Once you approach the wall, you must utter the words "Telanaxis says nothing." Telanaxis is the dragon that was defeated 1,000 years ago that allowed Vaughn to prosper here. And then we have several other traps inside of the sanctuary. It's made up to be almost like a little bit of a maze. Nothing too complex to figure out. But there are a couple manner of traps in there, as well as to find the Orb of Dragon Warding, you must find the sanctuary that has a golden flooring on the bottom. Behind and in that room you will find banners much like these ones, these red and purple banners. But there's one of them that will have a particular eye behind it. That too is an illusory wall. For that, you must utter the words once more. Telanaxis says nothing, and the wall will fall away, and behind it will be the Orb of Dragon Warding.
Sal, you getting all this?
Trying to get quite a bit of it.
Okay. I'm just making sure someone else is getting this, because
I'm trying to write down as much as I can. I got the Telanaxis says nothing.
Yep.
There's 2 illusionary walls. We have red and purple banners. One of them's going to have an eye behind it.
Yep. Okay. Cool.
Gold floor.
And it's unlikely you guys will actually get to the orb today, so you'll get to rewatch this episode and catch anything that you missed if you want.
Zell is
we're getting
lost.
we're getting to it today.
I'd be very surprised if you did.
Let's
I
fucking
don't
go.
know. It's all on the mercy of whenever a certain fox wants to go to sleep.
Very true, 'cause it's already midnight.
Let's get on these horses and let's go, boys.
Ooh.
Don't forget,
I'm all in. Let's do this.
Don't forget, Hunt. Send me a message when you want to start wrapping things up, and I'll find a time within the next half hour after that to wrap up.
I will.
All right. So, can I count on your help?
You have my axe.
Oh, he did it.
I don't get to say that very often.
Can I
My
have Drax's tail?
As long as
I
we
will
can
throw
have a
you
lot
into
of fun.
space. That's the only way you'll ever find a tail.
Oh, I can find tails.
We
I
know
can find 4 of
precisely
them.
where too now.
I don't know in space where it is. It's right next to. It's between Dwarvian and Sylokat.
All right. So are we in agreement? Or can we take a moment to talk this over real quick?
Of course. Be my guest.
Does anyone have any discretions with going into the mountains? I have a quest to up. I need to get something up there as well, so I would love to have assistance in that. We also need to get this orb.
Well,
And
while-
look at the size of that skull.
Dude, you know what?
Let's go.
Do you think you can fuck that?
you know what? You know, it'd be really funny
Fucking
if
skull?
we found. Well, I don't want to funk in the skull, but I do want to funk in the skull. I want to
should
funk
make
in
it
it
talk,
really,
man.
really good. No, I got something even better. Do we have anything we can light, like anything small or round? I really want to put some lights into it and make it look like it has glowing eyes.
I'm gonna notice he pull out a gold coin. Like, how about this?
I can work with it.
All right.
I think we should go.
How about 2?
2 works even better.
Falcon,
Okay.
I want you to make a stealth check.
Wait, what's Fonkin trying to do again?
Okay.
He's getting creative, and I
I'm getting
appreciate that.
creative.
Well, if you want stealth help, Zell volunteers for any stealth help.
I think stuff's kind of.
This is right. This is not this? Well, can I talk through my plan?
Yeah.
Before here's what I'm
Sorry.
thinking. I'm going to enchant these objects so that they light up, and they will light up for an hour. And I will also use a nice little spell to create some smoke to come out the end of the nose of this skull and just breathe out upon the.
What did
the
you
audience.
roll on this stealth check?
A 6. They're gonna see me do it.
So the king limps up to you with his walking stick and says, "Fonkin, I understand your desire to make jokes, but I would appreciate it if you didn't mess with the skull. It is very much a huge part of Vaughn's history."
Oh,
You sure? It'll wear off in an hour.
I understand that, and believe me, I do appreciate a good joke. But right now, time is kind of the essence. We must have this orb here within a week's time.
We
Well.
should go.
And I look over. I pull Zell aside away from everybody, and I say, "Do you want to try to place these?"
Zell giggles uncontrollably and goes, "Yes."
He walks up to you, since you still have that 6 for that stealth roll, and says, "Zell, again, I'd appreciate it if you didn't do this, but Zell, I actually have something I would. So there's actually something that might interest you in the Dragon Warding Sanctuary."
Oh.
He looks over. He looks at you and at your fox. I understand that you are a kitsune. Am I wrong?
Zell walks away. Zell does not trust anyone who knows who he is without him giving permission. Zell walks away.
you know that all of us have seen you turn into a fox, right?
You guys do. Not
We
this
do-
king.
Well, but neither does Sam, technically.
And neither does Sam. Only you guys do.
What now?
Sam doesn't know
What the
anything.
fuck?
You know nothing. You know nothing.
You know nothing, big boy.
I might
You
know
do.
something. I mean, the
You
word
know
of the
nothing,
king.
Jon Snow.
You're going on things that Zell will never admit to anyone. For fear.
Yeah, it's safety. It's a personal character issue, and
Yeah,
we
yeah.
stumbled across the fact unwillingly, I guess.
I feel like that.
Of course,
was
none of us are-
talking about him.
None of us are human, so it didn't bother any of us.
Yeah, it didn't bother us, but you being a human, he especially wants to keep the fact from.
Yes, I understand. There's a rough history between the Kitsune and the humans, but I assure you that here in Vaughn, we certainly could not care less about where he comes from. But if since he's gone, I will tell you there is a special ring that is made by that it has special properties made by the Kitsune that is actually in the Dragon Warding Sanctuary that might interest Zell. And I'm willing to give it to him for everything that he did last night.
Is that in addition to his normal?
Yes, of
pay or
course.
what?
Of course, with what he did to the Sharp Scales, he took away all their funding.
We will let him know as long as you
You
do
can-
not mention his name being along the lines of the Kitsune.
Right. Yes, I
I
will.
want it to be known.
Right. Of course, I will keep this. I will keep it of the utmost discretion, and so will my guards. My guard here.
Or look at the guard and say, "Make sure
See that he
it's true."
does.
He looks at you and gives a nod.
Swear it.
He does a salute.
Clank.
Clank. Yes, clank. That's good. That's good.
Kathunk.
All right.
Well, boys, I don't think this orb's gonna go capture itself.
Let's do this. Let's get these horses. Let's get on this way.
Very well.
I am ready.
Everything will be the city guard will have everything provided for you within the hour at the front of the city.
Okay.
Is there anything
All right, let's freaking do this.
Is there anything you want to do for the last hour before you go?
I'm ready. We got to rest in between.
Yeah, it's
okay.
Yeah.
You guys also have to find Zell. Zell booked it.
I'll go find him.
I would like to go and we have Melzer and Elzier or whatever their names are.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna look it up yet. Are they in this castle with us, or where are they?
Yes, they are just down the hall a ways a couple bit.
Okay.
Actually, I'll go too.
I would like to go. I would like to go to them and have. I think it was Melzor. Was the wizard?
Yep.
I want to have him identify the crystal staff.
All right.
I like to have Melzer look up my ring.
Okay.
That's actually not a bad idea. I do have a spell to identify.
While they're doing that, can I run and grab some of
Can you go and run and grab what?
the
Drink.
Yep. Go ahead. So, and Zell, what are you doing instead of running away?
I ran away, but then I saw them come out, so I snuck back into the group. I need to get a scroll.
All right.
analyzed.
Sam Hayes, is there anything else is there anything you want to do before leaving city?
Was I part of the share of the 50 gold, or was that only?
Yes. You get the 50 gold as well.
All right. Well, then I might go try to find poison or flammables to put on my arrows.
All right. So we'll start with that since that's the easiest one. Back at the bazaar, you find a merchant that happens to have like for simplicity's sake, we'll say basic poison for you.
I'll be right back. I'm gonna run to the bathroom.
Shall I just write simple poison on my character sheet and hope we remember what the hell that means?
Yes.
That's an inside joke between him and I. Basic poison, 5e cost. What's the cost of this?
It's like 5 silver for like a dose, I believe. It's pretty cheap.
It says here it's 100 gold.
Oh my!
Damn.
Well, with all right. So you see the merchant recognizes you as helping out with the sharp skills threat, and says, foreigner, for all your help, here is I will give this to you for 20 gold.
Well, I was gonna buy it from you before you insinuated that I'm not from around these parts. I'll give it 15 because I know what it's actually worth here, and it's not 20.
Roll a persuasion check.
To persuade him that I'm from here. Let's see. Not good at this. But it is a natural 20, so I'll take it.
All right, he actually brings it down. I'm very sorry. For 10 gold, I will give it to you for 10 gold.
Oh, well, no, that's all right. I'll pay the fair market price. Just don't get me confused with these guys.
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Then you give him the 15 gold. He gives you the poison. Next up is Drak. You're getting what were you getting identified again?
That ring of ancient dragons.
All right, so you take it to
Find out.
You take it to Melzer. He takes a look at it and says, "There's an ancient power to this ring." And he actually notices you will your energy into the ring and it shines. I am sorry, I can't really identify what it does. But it's definitely something. I mean, clearly the markings are clearly draconic, so it's definitely related to dragons.
Well, I can read those.
Well, the marking is just like the symbol of what dragons are.
Oh, okay.
So I'm sorry, I can't give you any more information on it, but there's definitely a great power to this ring. He turns.
Very well.
He goes over to Fonkin. You wanted the crystal staff identified?
Yes.
All right. He takes a look over the crystal staff and says, "I am honestly disappointed in you, Fonkin. Why would you bring this to me? There's no magic in this staff."
I Honestly, I didn't take the time to identify it myself, and had there been anything, I really wanted to know if there was anything special about it, and it would have been beyond me. So I was trying to kill two birds with one stone.
Well, I suppose I understand that, but next time, keep a better eye out for more magical items. Translation: do more Arcana checks.
Damn!
Ouch!
Get wizard,
Can
bro!
I look around? Can I look around the room real quick? Was there anything special about this room?
No, it's just like a meeting room.
Okay. Does it have a door or something on the outside?
Yes.
Okay. After I leave or close the door, I use prestidigitation to write up a dick on the door.
There is now. Are you actually drawing a dick, or are you writing dick?
I'm going to
Okay,
draw
no,
one
let's
and
go.
write it in the 4 different languages that I know.
All right, so you with it's just like an empty hallway that you're in. So yeah, you're easily able to draw a dick and write it down in 4 different languages.
Asshole.
And then there's Zell who wanted to get the scroll identified, right?
Yes.
Wait, Zell went to this? Okay.
Yeah. Like
Zell was found.
he did some retcon that I'm gonna allow where he ran away and then he remembered. Oh yeah, I got the scroll. I should get identified. So
I went to go get him, and I want to go talk to the. God damn it, Zell.
Things happen.
You go to him and he identified it and he looks over everything and says, "Yes, I see. This is a spell of dissonant whispers. It's very powerful indeed."
Cool. Wait, what did you call it?
Dissonant whispers. DISSONANT whispers.
Google it.
Found it, I think.
And you can Google what it does.
I thought I thought it should do that.
And Full Run, you said you wanted to go to the clerk.
Yeah.
What do you want to talk to him about?
Can I can I get him to? Is he in his own room, or is he in there?
Yeah, you can easily get him. He's like in another room by himself.
Okay, I'm gonna go. So he's by himself. Okay, I'm gonna be like, do you have a moment, sir? I would like to run something by you.
Of course, Full Run. What is it you need?
Like we have a working rapport, right? I feel like I can talk about things in the worship of our gods. I would assume, right?
You cut out a little bit there, but basically you're saying, go on, yeah.
I was like, do we have a working relationship in which we can discuss our gods?
Yes, of course. What is it you would like to discuss?
I've recently found out that there is a hammer in the mountain called the Hammer of Jokrielf.
Yes.
Can you tell me anything of this hammer?
Only that it is made of Mesastrian steel and was blessed by Moradin himself.
That's what I've heard as well. Do you know of anyone who may have stolen it, or why is it? Understand why it's away from the worshippers of Jokriel? Why is it in the mountains by itself?
I know it was stolen many years ago. I don't know exactly. I don't know the details. I've been very preoccupied with the orcs at Blockport. I was actually hoping to get appraisal of that when I came back to the city, but I've been busy in meetings on how to deal with the sharp scales.
Would you be willing to go over this weapon with me? I have many plans of bringing it back and bringing it to its former glory.
Of course, Full Run. Anything. If you bring this weapon back, I will be more than happy to look it over with you. I've always wanted to see it myself.
Fantastic. Well, then I shall see you shortly then.
All right.
Good.
And everything taken care of. The hour passes. You've talked to everyone that you need to. You get on all of you get on your own horse and you start heading off in the direction of the Jokrielf Mountains. You all have a map, so it's really easy to make your way there. The first day goes by uneventfully. You set up camp and you enjoy the. You all also got 4 rations, by the way, 4 rations, and I should mention, Sam, you actually have 4 healing potions.
Do we actually I think at one point we had 4 or something. Do we have any extra from the last time we were there?
You got
Did we get refilled on anything?
not to my knowledge. You guys just have the potions that you currently got.
Okay.
And during these travels, this is where I'm going to say, everybody roll a d20 and a d100.
Oh fuck!
All right.
All right.
You're not gonna like this results.
So let's start with Sam Hayes. What'd you roll?
I rolled a 69 on the D100 and a 14 on the
69.
A 14 on the d20 and a 69 on the d100.
69.
All right.
I almost opted to say 68 instead because I knew this was an uproar.
Stay true to the roles, sir. True to the roles.
Only
Okay.
when Huntz is or Zell is in the room.
It's a 69, but say it's a 68.
69.
Let's bring up that list.
68 plus 1.
Roll
69.
a d8. That is an 8.
Absolutely.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. Bring up that list.
Oh, right. I was doing something.
All right. And for that, we will roll.
69.
Oh.
D10, D100.
Nope.
We'll re-roll the D100 until it lands on a number that makes sense. Okay, that makes sense. No, that doesn't make sense. Okay, that makes sense.
We're using the HP Lovecraft dice where the numbers just don't make any sense.
Right. So, this is going to be interesting for you. You got a level 4 spell.
Oh boy.
You got the spell Watery Sphere.
Interesting.
That is a Xanathar's Guide spell.
All right.
You are one interesting ranger fighter. I'll tell you that.
I got some other spell too last time we did this.
You got like 2, I think.
I have mending and
Fucking mending. Oh my.
Except me. I keep on
There's a
getting it
running
and
joke of
losing
mending.
it.
Like everyone's got it at some point, and then have lost it, and then I think no, someone got it twice too, didn't they?
I have gotten it, lost it, and gotten it back.
I had it, lost it, got it back, and lost it.
Jesus.
I don't know what it is with mending, but it's always mending with this group.
I see.
Like I got mending. If you need things mended, I got you.
I cannot control the blessings of the Jacarial.
Next up is Zell. What'd you roll?
Not 69. I rolled a 9 and a 79.
Okay, a 9 and a 79.
Not 69. So sad.
So what we got here is that's that
Nothing?
list.
A failure to communicate.
Roll another D whatever. And that's gonna be that. Bring up
Nothing.
that list.
Thank God I didn't use that one.
And how many do we got there? We have to bring up another D hundy.
It's called mending.
All right, that's gonna work.
Mending.
Oh, actually, no, that is gonna work. Okay, leave it at that one and this. Okay,
Mending.
you have attained. No, actually,
Mending?
okay, there. Okay, that one. Where's the? There it is. You now have the cantrip Booming Blade.
Oh, that's a
Not
really good
mending.
one.
But okay, I'll take it. Woo.
Yep.
That's
I was actually looking at that.
it's really good.
Yes, I know.
Next up,
Count your
Funkin.
blessings.
What did you roll?
I rolled a 11 on the D20 and a 67.
Okay, we got a lot of neat, interesting rolls here. So I got to roll another D8. That is a 6. That makes it that one. Let's bring up that list.
If you say it's fucking mending, so help me.
Mending.
I can guarantee you it's not going to be mending.
Aw, he wants
I s-
mending though.
I still have the spell card. I don't want
I
it.
can send it to you if you want. I got it.
Alright, that's going to be another D whatever. So, we'll do the Hundy first. Nope. Okay, that'll work. And that's... actually, we'll make it a D4 for that one. Okay. You have just learned the level 2 spell... Oh, well, nothing happened. You just relearned Suggestion. So...
Does that mean I get to roll it with advantage, or
No, nothing happens to you. Drak, what'd you roll?
51 for the 100 and 9 for the 10.
All right, 51 is gonna be a. All right, that is going to give you +2 to your initiative.
Wow. Hot damn.
Okay.
And then finally, full run.
All right, I got a 13 on the D20 and a 65.
All these 60s, all these goddamn 60s.
69.
So I once again have to roll another D8.
69.
That's gonna be a 2. That's yes.
mending?
Mending +2.
Rounded down.
Bring up. That one's already highlighted. Bring up that one. Search. Okay, that's gonna be a D20.
Acrobatics. Watch.
Nothing happens to you.
How do spells work when you gain them as someone who wouldn't normally have spell slots?
If it's not a cantrip, it's a 1 cast until a long rest.
That's right. You did tell me that.
Full run. Basically, what you rolled on was if you didn't know spiritual weapon, you would have learned it again.
Did that just make it double?
No.
What?
Wow.
Stupid.
So sometimes nothing's gonna happen.
I've had a couple of those.
Yeah, you've had that happen quite a bit actually.
Yeah, I've actually rolled the worst on this shit.
Hey, Drak,
For
how
the
do you
way-
like my dragon wings?
Yeah, that's right. I'm completely forgetting to mention, Sam, you also, our gnome wizard here has dragon wings.
Oh, I feel like that would have been the first thing I'd noticed. I'll have to get my glasses checked.
He's really small though, so I mean,
They're like little dragon fly wings.
Hey,
instead.
he's got
I might
like
be
little
small,
wings.
but I might be small, but I can make up where it counts.
And our tiefling that was with us had fucking dragon scales
And dragon claws.
Yeah.
and claws. Yeah,
Was he like a sorcerer, a dragon sorcerer, or?
Nope,
No.
he was a rogue.
No?
Oh,
just,
he
just like the freaking just like the gnome, they just got them. You know how Mezastra works.
I do know.
And
how
you
Mezastra
will eventually
works.
get a dragon tail, and Zell will be ecstatic.
He has one.
All right, can we continue the adventure,
Yeah,
please?
you've all consumed 1 ration for the first days of travel. The next day comes by. It's another pretty sunny, warm day. Not a lot is going on. It's a pretty uneventful trip. But now, halfway through the day, everybody roll a perception.
Are we having these dreams again?
No, that's wisdom.
Oh
11.
my!
Sam,
What'd y'all get?
19.
11.
All right. 19,
14.
11, 14.
God, I
9
love
for
being
Sam.
wisdom-based.
All right. Everybody who rolled a 12 and higher, you hear a yell in the like a scream in the distance from a not like but from a man. We'll just say a man.
I draw my
It's an
axe and
annoying
start
thing.
moving towards the sound.
I
Zell
rolled the
shrugs.
12, but because of my
And
damn
like
negative-
shout, and I'm gonna point, and I'm gonna draw my weapon and walk away.
What's going on, guys?
Zell looks around and goes, "There's someone screaming. The dwarf just ran away."
Oh, all right.
Well, I guess.
Grab
Um,
the
Get, like,
crossbow and
right into the
do
woods.
we want
Are
to
we
go
chasing?
after
Are we
him?
chasing Full or are we just letting him go do his thing?
I'm
now
all.
that
He's going into battle. I follow the man who's going into battle. That
I'll grab up my crossbow and I'll go along with him.
All right. So you follow.
My warrior brothers.
You follow. You follow full run into battle on horseback, and you see an overcoat. You see an
horseback. All right.
Yeah. You see an overturned cart on its side with a couple of glass bottles of what seems to be multicolored liquid, and by a set of rocks you see a elderly dwarven male that is surrounded by 2 creatures with tentacles sticking out. I need
all in. All in.
I need everybody to roll initiative, and I'm going to send you a picture of what the creature looks like in Discord in a few seconds.
If you send us a hentai, I am
17.
going to...
Ah, yes. 1 hentai, please.
I got a 17 on initiative. I don't care what it looks like.
All right, 17 for full run. Drak.
20.
20.
Ooh, damn.
Yes.
Well, old
That
friends.
I have +4 now, so.
That's pretty good.
Yeah. Zell, what do you got?
16.
16.
Got a big old 0. I just happened to roll really well for initiative.
Bonkin, what did you roll?
4.
4.
Oh
And
no.
Sam, what did you roll?
13 for Samuel.
13. All right. That's where's my history of songs? Rolling for the creature. That is a 6.
By the way, you said you're sending us the photo? I see
Yes.
no photo.
I'm setting it in like give me a few more seconds. Gotta minimize the screen, open up the thing,
What am I
click on the thing.
Holy shit, I just seen something you will need in your life.
Where is the creature? There it is. The creature is in Discord, right? You can see the creature now in Discord.
Oh, cool.
Can we tame it? Can we tame the pet? Can we tame the pet?
Oh fuck. No.
Are we an avatar?
Oh, we're in trouble.
I've
I want
killed
to
plenty of
find
these
that.
before. It's fine. We'll be fine.
Have
No,
you?
we're in trouble.
The key is to not panic.
That's a displacer beast.
Panic afterwards.
That's metagaming, sir. Roll a history check.
It's
What-
a beast.
It's a
Okay.
beast that may or may not displace things.
Okay, I'm
I
gonna
got
roll a
an
history
11.
check just to see any,
Actually,
No, Drak doesn't know shit. He rolled a 3.
It doesn't matter. I'm all in, so it doesn't matter.
What does the
Oh, yeah.
17 get?
17 will identify that it is a displacer beast, and they always travel with a friend.
Okay.
They wouldn't have changed my mind
Anyway, you all rush into battle. First
don't know.
up in initiative is going to be Drak with this amazing initiative.
Yeah.
You're on
All right,
horse.
how far am I? I'm on a horse?
Yes, you're on horseback, so it's very easy for you to get to him and make an action.
Alright, well, I'll ride close. How does it take an action to dismount, or is that a free?
We will
I can't
say,
fight on because I can't fight on horseback.
how would that
I don't have
be?
that skill.
Getting off a horseback with quick movements of a. We can say that getting off a horseback is a bonus action, but it'll take up a fair amount of. Actually, it wouldn't really matter with the movement, so we'll call it a bonus action.
Okay. So I get close enough to I ride close enough to attack and dismount. So I should have my 2 normal attacks with my swords left. Right?
Yes.
Okay. That's what I'm doing. My first one is a 27.
That'll hit.
Ooh, Jesus.
Then my next one is 21.
All right, that'll also hit. And I should actually ask you: are you attacking the one on the left or the one on the right?
Whoever one's closest to me. So
The one on the right is closest to you.
yeah, and I'm attacking with my right sword. So Alright, that is 12 damage on the first strike, and 9 damage on the second strike.
All right, both of your strikes actually phase right through it, and nothing happens.
Not good. We've dealt with this shit before.
Indeed we have.
So next up in line is going to be Full Run.
So he's surrounded. You said.
Yeah, he's surrounded by one who Drak just tried hitting with two sword strikes, and there's one on the dwarf's right, which would be your left.
What would it take to try and run it down, like one of the beasts?
I mean, you're on horseback right now.
Yeah, I'm gonna like send my horse into it, and then I'm gonna.
And you're gonna what? You cut up.
Jump off.
Are you gonna try jumping off and landing an attack?
Well, yeah.
Oh yeah. If we're talking in the same dismounting fashion that Drak is talking, you can easily do that and it'll take away your bonus action, but you can land a hit with your axe.
Can I land next to it but not make an attack?
Sure. Which one? The one on the right or the one on the left?
The one, whichever one he's not attacking.
He is not attacking the left one.
The left one, then.
All right. So you go to you quickly run up to it, and the left one you dismount, but you remain where you are.
All right, I'm going to cast our favorite spell.
Of course, the Spirit Guardians. I am going to keep this note in front of my face the entire time.
What do you want from me, man? It's a great fucking spell. Can Spirit Guardians?
Yes.
Yep.
You got the Spirit Guardians up.
Okay.
Next up in line
action, man.
is going to be Sam. Zell. Sorry, you're next.
Zell stays back on the horse, keeps coffee on with him in his lap, but flings stone at them.
All right. Which one? The right one or the left one?
Doesn't matter. They're both at full health. Pick one.
All right. I mean, it's the one closer to you that Drak is engaging, or the one that Full Run is engaging on the left.
You know what? I'll go to the one that's engaging full run.
All right. You aim for him. Roll the deck.
I'll use my sharpshooter and the sneak.
All right.
18 plus 3, so 21 minus 5?
21 minus 5 will definitely land a hit. Roll for damage.
Okay, so it's 3d8s.
God damn.
15 sneak. 1d4. Oh, that's a nat 4 for damage.
All right.
And then, so that's 19, 29 damage.
All right. Your rock. You take your rock and you take careful aim. You let it go and it smacks the displacer beast clear on the side of its body. And that's for 21 damage. You said.
29 damage.
Yes.
Wow.
And you notice that it does not that the rock does not phase through it.
It likes earth magic.
All right. If that's going to conclude your turn. I want you to make an animal handling check on coffee.
Oh, thank fucking God. Okay, what's my animal thing again? I gotta just remember this now. 16.
All right, that is enough to keep coffee in your lap.
Good girl. Good girl. Pet coffee on the head. Scratch her ears.
Next up in line is going to be Sam.
All right, so I'll ride the horse up, stop 400 feet out because that's my range, anyways.
Well, you're only like 200 feet away.
That's fine. 200's closer than far enough away to not be in danger zone. Drop off and take a knee, and I'll also shoot at them.
All right.
Not with sharpshooter.
All right. Which one are you gonna hit?
The one that's just been pelted by the rock.
All right. Roll to attack.
That's a 19.
That
a crit for Sam.
Oh yes, you took champion.
Ooh.
So then, now in yours, are you doubling the damage die result, or am I doubling the amount of damage dice I throw?
Yeah, you double the damage die that you roll.
Okay. That is a 3 plus another 3 plus 3 damage. So 9 damage.
All right. Respectable. All right, after Sam's turn is going to be Displacer Beast's turn. So, as the...
Big damage.
Fuck! I gotta beat it.
You put it down and do math.
He's got to beat a 15, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Wisdom, correct?
Wisdom, yes.
Okay. That's a natty 1.
Ooh,
Ow.
that's a nat 1, you say?
So, and I'm gonna change my ruling on what I did on the last fight.
convenient.
It's 3d8s, right? That you roll originally. We're just gonna tag on
Additional die.
1 additional die for now.
Okay.
Or let me.
The other one.
Well, hold on. I want to consult. I want to consult the other DM here. How would you roll a nat 1 on a saving throw?
Well, a nat 1 is only a critical failure on an attack roll. Otherwise, on any other skill check roll that you do, it's just a 1. That's what the mod is. There's no special features for it.
Now, another group would like to hear that.
I mean,
Doesn't
yeah.
bother
Give
me.
the DM, man.
I know.
It is.
I know.
Yeah.
I just.
You roll it how you see fair.
I feel like there should be like an extra, at least some extra punishment. So we'll just add like an extra D8 to it.
Okay. Do you want to roll for the other one, or just that?
Because as it takes its turn, one of them actually phases out of existence, and you don't see it anymore. The one that Drak tried fighting.
Roll.
18 damage.
All right.
My bonus die was a 1, so
Oh, okay. Like bonus die.
it was a 6, and a 5, and then the 1. I was like, oh,
And it's
like
actually
above average.
and that and actually it's going to cut that. And wait, how much damage did you say again? I know I just wrote it down. How much damage did you say that you did? 18.
I didn't do the math again. 18.
All right, and that's actually going to be. Yeah, with his special skill, that's actually going to be 9.
radiant, if that matters.
No, it does not. So that actually keeps him at this. All right, so there actually is going to be somewhat of a challenge here. He then looks at you and is going to launch a. He's going to have 2 tentacles attack you. All right, that is a 17 plus. That's a 22 to hit.
For who?
You, full run.
Okay, yeah, it is.
And that is going to be a 14 to hit. That's not going to hit you, I believe.
No.
So then he rolls these.
For the record, my AC is 19.
Gotcha.
Okay.
Okay. That is going to be a total of 18 damage on you.
Okay.
And he's going to move out of the way of. He's going to just move away from you so as to not get hit by the spirit guardians. He's going to move about. He's going to move a solid like 30 feet, but in the direction of the rest of the group.
Okay.
So he's about
toward or away?
toward. So like
That'd be in displacing us, correct?
yeah, like right now with this positioning, he's 30 feet away from full run, about 20 feet away from Drak.
Is that an opportunity attack?
Actually, but based off where you landed, it is. So launch your opportunity attack, full run.
That's a 6.
That is not going to hit. So next up in line is going to be Fonkin.
All right. I am going to cast. I'm going to cast Firebolt.
All right, roll to attack.
That is a 9.
A 9 is not going to hit. Your fireball falls short and just hits and ignites the ground in front of him.
Figured as much.
Yeah. So next up in line is going to be Drak again.
Okay. So the one that I attacked originally.
Yeah, he has disappeared.
Well, so I was gonna say something. Okay. Anyways, I walk up. I go towards the other one to attack it.
All right, roll to attack.
I I mean, I've seen others hit it. I mean, I'm guessing, 16.
That will
For the
hit.
first strike. 19 for the second strike.
That will also hit.
And 12 for the third strike.
That will miss.
Okay. Right. 10 for the first strike on damage, and 17 total damage.
17 total. All right, you land a good solid couple attacks in on him, cutting him up pretty well. He's taking some pretty hardcore damage. He yells out like a bunch of like different, like cat-like screams from the displacer beast.
Yeah.
And next up in line is going to be full run again.
All right. So now that I'm on top of him, I'm going to cast Inflict Wounds.
Of course, inflict wounds. Your trademark.
Of course. Hey man, you don't like clerics?
I like clerics. They're nice. Inflict wounds is just damn.
Inflict Wounds, Spear Guardians. A lot of hate, man. It's okay because I got a 7. So
Yeah, that's you try to hold out your hand, but he kind of bashes it away with a tentacle.
but with my bonus action, I'm going to summon my spirit weapon.
All right.
I get to attack with that after my turn. I got a 2, so
Yeah, that ain't gonna do much right there.
no, it is not.
Now we're gonna move the party over to Zell.
Zell is staying in the back and launching another stone
All right. Roll your attack.
with sharpshooter, of course, and sneak. He's rolling that using his lucky. So that's 15, 18, 13.
13 will hit.
Sweet. Let's see, that's 3d8. That's 10. Oh, another nat 4. So that's 24 damage.
24 damage.
Good lord.
Yeah, you knock it clean against the head. It staggers a little bit, but it's still standing.
Well, okay, so it just took at least from Zell 53 damage?
Yeah.
Holy shit.
We're
guessing it's half
we're in for a fight, man. Like, bunker down.
Holy
This
shit.
is not going to be easy.
I'm guessing this thing's
Right.
half in the damage.
Next up is going to be Sam.
All right. I'm gonna put another bolt in the thing, in the crossbow, pull it back. Do a, what's it called? Sharp shot this time. Trying to finish her off. Same one that we've been pelting back here.
Yep.
2. So that's a miss.
Yeah. Yeah, you're.
Mighty unfortunate.
That is unfortunate. You know, it's staggering kind of threw you off a bit. You weren't quite sure what to aim.
Yeah, I couldn't get a beat on it.
Next up in line will be Displacer Beast's turn. He's got a roll, doesn't he? You know, actually, it doesn't matter. Even if he saves, he's. You know,
He's going to take half.
That's. That's right. Yeah, there's a chance that.
If he saves, he takes half.
He does not save. So basically, even if you rolled all once, he's dead.
I don't feel so bad for missing now.
Glory to Moradin!
Yes, your spirit guardians just nail this beast down into the ground, and it does not get back up. And that is it for
They spit on its corpse.
That is it for this encounter. Everyone gets 700 experience divided.
By 5, that's going to be 140 each. So hey, we're over 9,000.
Woohoo!
Damn, Silo, you mathematician.
Over 9,000.
Respect, brother. Respect.
Zell gets off his horse and looks for more stones.
You find the stones that you had, and you find in your roll perception.
We're 9,300, right?
94 or 9,040.
9,040. Yeah.
14.
Yeah,
By the way,
you're able to find 2 extra stones that are about the right size for your sling.
Yeah, I'm back up to 20.
Ah!
Oh, that's so good.
I love it. I
That
want
is
it.
awesome.
That's
Both-
Pyro's.
Both my name instead.
We
Well, of course.
Coffee's still working hard, and on every sleeve she has put her little coffee cat logo. Let's see if I can hold it up there.
I would hope she does. Yeah, that's amazing.
I'm
That
way
is
into it.
awesome.
Oh, that's adorable.
She
Oh my
deserves
God.
all the fucking respect for that.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Yeah, that is just.
Yeah,
Like
and,
every time that we start playing, make sure that she is pointed out for that.
yeah, Matt. If you decide that you want to stick around with us, you can get your own shirt too and be part of the Rough Dice.
All
Yeah.
right.
Also, you have green. Do you have an? You said green. What about accent color?
Oh,
Wait, accent color, what?
white is fine. White's a good
Okay.
accent color, right?
Yeah. Well,
All
like,
right.
Ooh, are those for sale? I just got a question.
Yeah. Maybe got vacant. Like, are those for sale?
oh, you know what? We could probably open up a merch store. I
Hell
guess.
yeah.
I mean,
I mean, you already have a merch store.
I already do.
I gotta
will-
get on that. I really do.
I will see.
Those are
if,
dope. Hell yeah.
I will see what I can do. It may not be as customizable on the colors, but I will definitely see about doing it.
Yeah.
What about like? No, okay, I got you.
All right. So you guys completed the. You
Repping
guys-
the player.
Yeah,
I'd like to see if I
right? The
could
player.
recover some of my bolts that I
Oh.
shot into the ground over here.
Oh, of course. All your bolts are definitely easily recoverable.
All right.
Can-
Yeah,
Zell
that
wants to
one.
inspect this creature just to learn more about it.
You want to observe it more, or what do you want to do?
Poke it, touch it, see what it's like. Why it took so much damage.
Oh, come on now. If you want to do that, we can just peel her open like this.
Is it good eating?
No? Oh, I mean, if you're
Yeah,
gonna do that.
yeah.
Is it good?
It's a fucking great question. Hey, Sam.
Mr. Seen it, eat it, everything.
They're all right eating, but you feel hungry again after like 45 minutes. It's like it displaces right out of your stomach.
Can I have its skull?
Fuck. You're gonna have to. What
This
would
is
we?
gonna be a great
what do
fucking
we get?
job right here. I like this.
All right. So you want the skull, correct?
Yes.
Roll survival to get to cut it up and see if you can get it.
Can I assist him?
I roll a 17.
Yeah, you're easily able to. Even don't even have to do advantage. You're easily able to lop off its head and work the skull out of its brain. As you're doing this, the elderly dwarven male that was surrounded by these creatures is just looking at you like ugh, like holding onto his neck. Ugh.
So what's this beast called again?
Can I
display-
engage in conversation with him?
A displacer beast.
Displacer beast. Thank you.
Yes, you. Of course, you walk up to him and he looks at you and says, "Thank you so much for helping me."
I saw a dwarf in need. I had no choice.
I
Why are you here? Why are you fighting these beasts? What happened?
I wasn't fighting them. It just came out of nowhere and attacked. I am a merchant on my way to Vaughn right now.
When you get there, make sure that you mention the rough dice.
The rough dice. Is that a new gambling game?
Sure. Make you ran into the mountains. Make sure that you mention that.
You cut out over half of that cut out.
Make sure
You ran into a group of foreigners on their way to the mountains.
Of course, I will definitely tell them all that. What do you
Tell
what do you-
them. Tell them of your wonderful deeds.
Of course. That'll be no problem. Do any of you have any? do any of you have anything that can heal wounds? And he kind of like moves it. He moves his hand aside, and you see like a little hole in there that's bleeding out of his neck.
Got you, brother.
Wait.
Healing word.
Wait,
Nope.
before you do that,
No!
wait.
No!
Caesar,
No!
give us some of the stuff.
No!
Can we barter for his
I'm gonna
goods?
heal him.
Okay.
All right.
Cast healing word on him.
All right.
He gets 2 + 4. So
All right. So the hole that was bleeding like closes up like almost fully. It's still a little bit there, but there's no more blood coming out of it. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. I would love to. What are you all doing out here? May I ask?
We're heading
doesn't
to
concern
kill
you,
a
brother.
dragon.
No, shut
We're
up.
not going to kill a dragon. We're doing something for the King of
We're on
Vaughn.
special assignment from the king.
Oh, the king of Vaughn. I'm actually on my way to see the king of Vaughn.
Good luck.
Well, make sure that you saw his party of adventurers.
Of
Make
course,
sure you mention that.
of course. I will let him know that you're doing well and that you assisted me in this attack. And he starts walking over to his cart that's overturned, and he's like, I hate to ask, but can you help me turn this back on its wheels again?
I'm gonna help him.
All right, so
Zell will help him from the back.
I feel very uncomfortable with you. Can you just please help me flip over the cart?
I am. I'm helping him flip from the back of the
He
cart.
does the odd things. Don't mind him. He's a.
I understand. Of course. You all help him flip over the cart, and you hear shuffling. You hear the shuffling of clanking of bottles. And like, oh gosh, I hope the king is all right with the loss of all this.
Can Zell?
No, if he knows that you meant us, he will be fine with what he gets, and we'll make sure of it.
Oh, of course. I will definitely let him know that I was attacked and you helped me out. You're on a special mission to the king, right? I mean, is there anything I can do to help you out?
Do you have anything that may help a group of adventurers going into the?
Of course. I mean, I'm a potion vendor. Most of the shipment is healing potions for the king, as well as a couple of various other things. I can give you. Let me go and see what I can do away with. He goes into the back of his cart, and he pulls out 3 potions, 2 of which are red, 2 healing potions, and he says, I can tell the king that I lost these in the scuffle, and these are 2 healing potions, and this one is a particular one that they wouldn't tell me about, but it doesn't have any. I was told it doesn't have many special properties, so I can give this to you as well.
Well,
you
now
do
you
not lie
leave.
to the king.
Yeah. You don't
Tell
need to
him
lie to
that
the
you
king.
gave potions to his champions, and he will understand. And if an issue arises, I will take care of it there.
Of course, I will let them know. I will be on my way. By the way, what are your names? So I can tell them.
Tell them our names, I guess.
Okay.
No.
Of course.
Yeah.
Of course.
I'm going to tell my name. So, I don't know about you guys, but...
Of course. But you all tell them.
Chocolate on Balazar.
Of course.
I'll like look up from like halfway through skinning this displacer beast, like covered in blood. Like, I'm Sam Hayes.
That's right. That's right. Can you roll a survival check?
I can. 18 plus survival 6, so 24.
Oh yeah, you're easily able to skin up the displacer beast even, and lop off pretty much any extra parts that you would want from it.
All right, displacer beast handles.
As he says, of course, I will remember your names.
This
and I will
place
look
beats beast.
Maryzelle comes out from behind the cart after trying to swipe a potion and says, Maryzelle.
roll a stealth check.
Stealth?
No, sorry, sleight of hand. Sleight of hand.
I mean, I'll do both. I don't mind doing both. So that's a 20.
I rolled against it.
You roll against it.
Mm-hmm.
Is that a natural 20?
No. It's a 16 plus 4.
What do you? You're rolling perception to see if you can stop him.
I did.
What did you roll?
I got a 19 plus 4, so 23.
You saw what Zell did.
We say Zell put it back.
But
Put it
Cosmic turns around and looks at him and just
Wait,
quickly
before
snags
that
it.
conversation, could I try persuasion on our buddy?
You can, but it's
It's
you're
not gonna work.
gonna have to. You're gonna.
You want to fight a dwarf today, Hunts? You want to fight a dwarf?
I want to see. Come on.
Roll at
Zell's being mischievous.
roll persuasion
Don't
at
let the
disadvantage.
party, Fox.
He's trying to kill off this character so he can start his next one. You know this, right?
Roll persuasion at disadvantage.
What are we trying to persuade him to do?
He's trying to
get next
persuade me
potion.
to be convinced that he didn't
Wait,
do
I
it.
have advantage on this though. Persuasion's one of my specialties.
Hunts, I know
No,
your
you
tricks.
don't, not in this case. Not in this case. You
Oh.
have disadvantage.
It's 13.
I rolled
turns around-
17.
He turns around at you, quickly grabs the potion, and says, "My name is Cosrich Rusthen, and I will thank you to not steal my product." He puts it back. He turns back to the rest of the group, and also especially looks at Fulbert. "I thank you all for your help. I will let the king know that you were doing well, and that I helped you, and that you're doing a great job." He then gets in his cart and then starts heading off.
We take a moment and be like, Zell, you do not steal from dwarves.
You don't
But it
steal
looked
from
shiny.
allies.
It was
You
shiny.
can steal who you want from, but you do not steal from dwarves.
I can steal who I want from? Okay.
As long as they're not dwarves.
Okay.
Door dragonborns.
If I have the full permission of not dwarves, okay.
From me.
Dragonborns either.
From me. Other people might have something to say about that, but I'm just saying, don't steal from dwarves because you're gonna have a problem with me. I'm very loyal to my people. If you haven't caught.
So we've chastised Zell. He's got his Displacer Beast skull. Sam has his hide and plus whatever he needs from the plus whatever else he wants to take from this Displacer Beast. And
We got 2 potions plus an unknown one. Right?
yeah, like the two red ones are healing potions, and the other one is a yellow one that none of you have seen before. Well, I don't know if you've ever seen it before, but it's a yellow one. But the other two are obviously like basic healing potions.
I'm gonna formally request the yellow one.
All right.
Mystery
I
potion.
already,
Can
I already
can
have
I-
a mystery potion. I don't need another one.
I want to do some shenanigans, but I'm gonna do it
Careful,
out in the
Falcon.
open. So look, it's nothing big. I want to pick up a couple items and basically reenact our whole glowing skull thing with the with this whatchamacallit, this beast skull, this displacer beast skull.
All right. So
Okay.
it's very easy for you to get the supplies that you need to make to have this the smoke and the glowing eyes from it. And what were we gonna do? Who was gonna do what with the yellow potion?
I'm gonna take it and just hold on to it.
All right.
Is there any way we can identify it?
Sure. Roll on whoever wants to can roll an Arcana check on it.
$17.
All right, so you take the potion, you uncork its top, and you give it a little smell, and you hear a little sound coming from it, and you place it to your ear, and you hear it saying, and you hear like a very quiet, yeet, 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 yeet.
Wait, are you saying eat or yeet?
Yeet.
We
saying
need to get rid
yeet.
of this thing. We need to get rid of this thing.
No, I'm taking it.
Take that for persuasion.
It came from a dwarf. He doesn't know what it is. I'm keeping it.
We got to destroy the yeet.
Then
I
fight
have to
me,
destroy the
Hans.
yeet. Ah, there it is.
So we're gonna have
Would-
just so we're clear, Fulrun is going to have the potion.
I'm taking the yellow potion of unknown consistency.
All right. And if everyone's concluded their business here, you all continue back on track towards your destination. The rest of the day, the rest of the afternoon goes pretty easily, smooth sailing from this Displacer Beast attack until you finally come up to the cliffside. You find the stream you find the river that the king talked about, and you follow it to the cliffside.
we speak?
We have to say the word right about here, right?
Sally, you want this? You want me to take care of it?
You can take care of it. I'll get the other one, or else I'll. Okay, I just looked.
Telanaxis says nothing.
Telanaxis says nothing. Yep.
Telanaxis says
Drax got it.
All right, so
I wrote it down too.
Drax,
Okay, I'm just making sure, man. I got you.
Drax speaks the words. Telanaxis says nothing, and the illusory wall at the cliffside fades away, revealing a hollowed out cavern that's definitely man-made into the cliffside. In front of it, up ahead, and there's like torches on the side that are already lit.
Zell whistles and then looks at and picks up coffee and sticks it on the back of Fonkin.
Wait, you're putting coffee on the back of Fonkin?
Yes.
All right, Fonkin, how do you feel about this?
How do you feel about coffee riding you?
Keep her safe. You can fly. I don't trust where we're going. I do not trust where we're going.
So.
What do you mean about?
You're the one with the better animal handling skills there, Fox Boy.
Yes.
So, you all are. So, who is going to lead the party into this place?
I will.
We'll
All right.
follow right behind.
Drak is leading.
I'm behind the dwarf.
Okay, so it's full run Drak. Who's going? And after those two,
I can go next.
we
I
got
don't
Sam.
mind being a little close.
We got Sam in third, and after Sam is going to be,
I'll go.
and then we got Fonkin, and then we got Zell at the end, bringing up the tail like I'm sure he wants.
Yeah, I like watching everyone sway their hips.
Nice tail.
So you follow this cavern down a ways, about maybe 80 feet, until you come up into a big antechamber with a bunch of torches lit on the side. The floor noticeably changes from dirt to stone, and in front of you is a wooden door.
Open the door.
All right.
Check it. Before we open it. I want to check it for traps.
All right. Roll an investigation check, or would it be investigation to check for traps, or would it be perception to check for traps?
Well,
Traps are unique circumstances.
I'd probably say investigation because you're using your brain to figure out
That's
what the tripwire would be, where it would be hidden. Perception is more like just using your eyes and ears to
look for it and listen.
That's kind of what I was figuring too. Yeah.
25.
By the way, I couldn't help.
All right.
Jesus Christ.
Damn. Yeah. You find nothing. You find nothing trap worthy about the wooden door.
Okay.
I push the doors open.
All right. It's a pull.
I pull the
gotcha.
doors open.
Like Kong! Oh, well.
Damn, traps couldn't figure that one out.
Hey, someone had
He likes
try,
playing
right?
practical jokes. He wouldn't have told the dwarf that it was a pool door.
He wouldn't understand anyways.
Anyway, you pull the door open to find another hallway. It's just a line. It's as opposed to the one that you were just in before, completely aligned with stone on the ground, stone walls erected, very straight, and a stone ceiling above you. It's another long hallway, about 100 feet, and about halfway through, you notice a portcullis on the middle of the room, on top of the up on the top.
Is this hallway lit?
Yes, it is. There's a handful of torches lighting up the area.
Is it a lot of dark spaces?
A lot of dark spaces. No, it's not quite even a 10 foot by 10. It's not even like quite 10 feet long.
Okay.
I'm gonna ready my axe and move forward.
Yeah, my swords are drawn.
All right,
I don't
and
like this room.
if Fonkin is still
Sam does not have. You're the only one of us that doesn't have some sort of way of seeing well in the dark. Correct?
I don't either.
Correct.
I think you don't have. Okay. I want to take a moment to cast light on an object of which they can either carry or wear. it emits a
Oh, my ring does glow.
well, it'll
ring?
help you out with at least being able to see if the light goes down.
The
I'm gonna
D-ring.
noticeably move ahead of whatever. So I'm still in the darkness.
So it doesn't do much, but it will create a light that gives 10 feet in any dimension. And it's just regular white light. Sorry, 20-foot radius. Sorry.
All right.
So
Well,
keep me
then
from
only
walking
one of
into a wall.
Yeah, for whatever reason, Dragonborns don't have like any sort of special sight thing.
Yeah.
All right. So
That's,
Well, actually, I take it back. I can only cast it once. It says the spell ends if I cast it again or I dismiss it. So
as I understand it,
who wants it?
Fonkin is going to light up something that belongs to Sam and Drak, and Full Run is moving forward.
I'm
Are there
saying
not
of the light.
torches lining the hallway in here?
Yeah, they are.
Yeah.
The light that they're noticeably making, I'm going to stay out of is
So Full Run is like going forward, right?
I'm first, so yeah, I'm pushing
I don't
forward.
split the party,
Well, they're
so
gonna-
I
As-
don't want the light.
As
I-
Full Run continues
I
to
just-
move forward, and Fonkin tries to figure out what to light up, Full Run steps on a loose stone on the ground and triggers a trap, having the portcullis fall down on top of him, dealing. Oh wait, make a dex save.
Hey, by the way, there's traps in here. The king told us this.
I was gonna carry over your investigation, but you decided to do this light thing.
17.
Damn. All right. That is going to
No positives.
with a port. Actually, no. If it was 17, you would have actually dodged out of the way fully. So you dodge behind. So what we're gonna do here? Do you dodge forward or dodge back? How would we?
I'm gonna
decide?
dodge back.
Of course. So you
Well,
dodge.
I mean, if I had a choice, I would dodge back.
Yeah, I suppose so. So you dodge back, and the the portcullis falls down, and you just barely avoid the spikes that would have done that could have done some pretty bad damage to you.
Thank God I rolled fucking good. Holy shit, because I got 0 dex.
Well, no, you have acrobatics though. You're
Yeah, +1. This is. Would acrobatics actually help me there? I don't know, man. I'd be like, all right, well, there be traps afoot.
Okay, well, I'm gonna stop playing with lights, and I'm starting to look around and see if I can find any other traps. Basically, I'm gonna tell everybody don't move, and I'm gonna search for more traps now.
All right, roll investigation.
I don't see shit.
All right. Just for the sake
Hey,
of what
why
was your roll?
doesn't our rogue
A
do
1.
something?
Yeah, we have a rogue.
You rolled a 1, so yeah. You're not.
what's
don't-
the rogue you want?
You're
what's
rogue.
the
Look for traps.
I rolled a
That's
nat
perception,
1.
isn't it?
No,
No.
we've rolled it as investigation.
Oh,
I mean,
his
if you want to do
investigation
a modifier,
sucks.
it's an 8, but
Just saying.
I mean, you're a rogue thing.
He's not good at that. He's good at other stuff.
I'm apparently.
I have a +7 to investigation.
Jesus Christ. Okay, I guess it's fucking Fonkin's thing.
Well,
Yes.
okay, actually that makes sense because back in 3.5, rogues were all about skills, so you put a bunch of points into intelligence. 5e doesn't do that, so he would have been putting a bunch of points into his intelligence.
My
Well,
sense-
no, the rogues were skill monkeys because they got like 8+ their intelligent modifier. They didn't
Yeah.
need to have intelligence. They had
Yeah.
8+.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Whereas,
no,
like,
So
a cleric had 4, or a
Yeah.
fighter had 2.
I have. Mine's only +1. Mine's really bad.
yeah, so they kind of nerfed-ish the rogues a little bit.
Which makes sense though, because if you think about it, like looking for traps would be an intelligent style of things. The only way that it would be counteracted is if the rogue was also very good at setting traps. So,
Yeah.
So
Hey.
right now you're in this hallway. And you got this portcullis that has fallen in front of you. How do you proceed?
Well, I would look to see if there was a switch to lift the portcullis. Otherwise, I'd just lift the damn thing myself.
So you're gonna look for a switch to bring it back up?
Well,
Yeah.
I feel like an
way.
investigation check is in order here because
Yeah.
obviously a trap just came down. We should take a look at the surrounding area.
In this case, we're gonna make it a perception check for you guys.
Okay.
Well, that's worse
22, baby!
All right.
because I have a plus
Plus 4
nothing
wisdom,
to my
what's up?
investigation.
I have
So
a
it would've been a
minus
5.
1.
Close to
Oh, I got.
Perception, it's my game now.
Close to the front of the door that you entered from, you actually see a rock that is a bit looser than the others. Upon pulling it out, you find a lever.
Question is, should we pull that lever? Because
I feel like everyone should
Right,
walk past the trap we have noticeably triggered and then pull the lever.
yeah.
You're saying walk past the portcullis? You can't get past the portcullis. You have to find a it's too skinny and it's too blocky. It's
Pull the lever, I guess.
all right. You pull the lever from the down position to the up position, and the portcullis is risen up again.
Oh, what do you know?
Imagine that.
Okay,
We obviously
so-
know that is a trap now. Can we roll against triggering mechanism?
No, you said you know where the loose stone was that you stepped on. You just, I mean,
All right.
Okay.
Watch your step.
Does anyone have a stick? Can we like poke things as we're walking?
Ah, the resurgence of the 10-foot pole.
Yeah, 10-foot pole. 10-foot iron pole. This man gets it.
What
Did-
year is it? This is the,
The-
80s?
Hey man, it's an effective tool, all right? It's an effective
The
tool.
iron pole only can backfire though, because if it's an electrical trap that you touch,
Well, yeah, of course, if it's an electrical trap. Most traps are fire-based, at least what I've come across. Or
Granted.
crushing-based.
I can tell you that
Push rocks.
I can tell you that in this technology, though you may have some flintlock pistols, electricity is not exactly a commonplace thing that people work with.
no, but you could have the trap could be triggering an electrical spell.
I
Trap
don't
day.
want to die. Can we just check all the fucking rocks in the near future?
Yes.
No.
Can I poke it with my hammer if I need?
I mean, so how are you proceeding exactly? Are you actually poking at everything
Carefully.
with a stick carefully?
Do we have a stick? Does anyone have a stick?
I actually have a walking stick.
I
Yeah, I walk the
Your
stick.
stick.
Poke all the stones,
I
man.
forgot you kept that thing.
We also have the
Zell-
crystal
okay,
staff, too.
Only if
Yeah, I have
I
a
will
crystal
hold
staff.
coffee will I poke anything with a
Ooh.
stick.
Ooh, ooh, ooh.
You already
Yes.
put coffee on Funkin's back, so
Oh, true. Okay, so Zell moves slowly forward, poking everything with his walking stick.
All right, at a slow pace, you're poking at the stones in front of you, and not a single one of them seems to be giving away. And as you're moving forward, you're able to reach the end of the door, to the door.
okay. So
Are you happy?
I was gonna say, I still have my staff as well, the crystal staff or the crystal, the staff with the crystal on it. If you guys want, I can cast Mage Hand to basically carry that thing and poke around, and we're completely away from it. 30
yeah,
feet
we've
in
already
front
made
of
it
us.
through.
I
Well, we've
know,
already made
but-
it through.
But
thank-
this is not going to be the only room.
True.
Just saying.
All right. Well, we're at another door. We should investigate.
Yes, I'm gonna check for more traps.
All right.
I'm getting new dice. That's a nat one again. So y'all do whatever y'all want to do.
As you're investigating the door for traps, you're trying to feel for it. You discover that this one's actually a push instead of a pull. And as you push the door open, you noticeably see 8 orcs sitting around playing cards. They look over at you with a surprised look on their face, and they start immediately grabbing for their weapons and everything. And that is where we're going to end today's session.
Oh,
Wait, really?
Yep.
The fuck.
Sad face.
I'm sorry, guys. I'm passing
Thank
out
you.
over here.
Thank you, Hunts, for being a lightweight.
You're welcome. I love you.
All right, so that has been today's session. We will continue everything on the next episode of Mystery of Mezastra, which, as far as I can tell, is going to be the final Saturday of April, whenever that is. What day is that? Is that the 27th?
It is the 30. Oh. Yes.
That's the
Yeah.
27th.
So we'll
That
aim.
may not be good, but
No.
we'll see.
All right, well, tentatively the 27th then. Keep us updated, Funk and Sylokat.
Yes.
But until then, for now, we're gonna. That's how this is gonna end. Thank you all so much for joining us I think this is the 7th or 8th episode of Mystery of Mezastra. This has been Sylokat, who plays Funkin the Wizard Gnome. We have Heuntzelman, who plays Zell the Kitsune Rogue. We have Dwarvian, who plays full run the Dwarf Cleric. Drakecon, who plays the Dragonborn Drak, and the newest member of the Rough Dice, whether he wants to continue or not, depending on how annoyed he's been by us, Matt, who plays Sam Hayes, the Human Fighter. All their information is going to be down in the doobly-doo description below. That reminds me, Matt, if there's anything that you want me to throw in there for yourself, like I know you got some stuff that you do online, I can throw that in the description as well if people want to go check you out.
Oh, I don't know if it's really like nerd gaming relevant, but it's like politics stuff, so we can probably leave it out.
All right, then we'll then you can follow him at fakenews.com, where he every once in a while he'll post some pretty entertaining fake news stories.
So like the Onion.
So it's not fakenews.com. It's just fake news.
Oh yeah,
on
the
Twitter.
the fake news Twitter. I'll link the Twitter in the doobly-doo below. That's
I will
it.
Definitely take a look.
That's it. That's it. Everybody, take care. Have a good night.
Good night.
Bye.